What's up, everybody? No intro today because I was a lazy bum this morning and woke up late. But still got some really interesting news for you today. We're going to be talking about the God of War live service that got canked. And, I don't think anyone was asking for a God of War live service. It sounds to me like they're trying to piggyback off the popularity just to sell this live service to you. We'll get more into that. And then we're going to be talking about how Xbox was almost shuttered during the acquisition by Microsoft. Satya Nadella, a lot of Xbox fans, I guess, really don't know how good they got it right now, but we'll also get into that. And then we've got a former PlayStation exec, and he's talking about how he would have resisted the live service push, which I kind of wish he would have stayed on to do that, because that is a really thorn in the heel of PlayStation right now. But welcome, and let's get to our panel.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Good morning.
That went smoother than most.
Wait, so what, you did that as a freestyle, pretty much?
Yep,
Yes.
freestyle.
Yep.
Wow.
I know,
For
right?
me, because I thought I was like recorded.
He's good like
Good
that.
job.
You're
Yeah,
right.
good job, man.
I appreciate it though. So how's everybody doing? Scotty, you're back. We just listened to
back.
Mace. Welcome back to get
I know.
the stream
That
started.
should be my anthem now, shouldn't it?
There you go. Yep.
It's good. It's
love
real
it.
good.
Welcome back.
Yes.
Yes.
How you guys been?
Good. Pretty
Yeah?
good
Doing
anyway.
pretty good. Doing pretty good.
Yeah. Heck yeah. How about you?
Sure
How
you're
was
well
it?
excited about the Switch, I bet.
Oh, I'm stoked. I was so excited. I
I'm
was
sure
like,
that's on the agenda today.
I was looking all
Yes,
week. So
yeah.
I was like, now that they've rumored it and shown mock-ups, I said Nintendo is gonna put something out.
Mhm.
And we all said it last week on the panel, and then the other day it came up, and I was like, yeah.
Yeah. Because it is like the GTA 6 leak, right? And
Mhm.
they
Yeah,
put it
yeah.
out the next day. It's like they basically forced Nintendo
Yeah.
to reveal the PlayStation, the Switch 2. So,
Yeah,
which is good, it's like
it works.
it works.
Yes, it does.
So,
I was like, yeah, no, give it to me.
so the commentary I've been seeing, like on X primarily, is mixed. People are like, well, you made us wait for this, basically a Switch but bigger, you know what I mean? But other people are like, dude, yeah, bring it on. And I'm in that latter category where it's like,
Yeah.
that's all I really wanted, a bigger screen, maybe make it better to hold, you know what I mean? But other than that, you got your Switch too,
I love that they've got it where you can lay it more flat,
Mhm.
and then you've got the magnetic Joy-Cons, which I'm
Yeah.
stoked about, because one, they've got it to where you don't have to do the adapter thing anymore,
Right on.
and two, the railing, it just always makes me feel like I'm gonna snap them off. I'm always like, oh no, I know that's not the case, but I always get so afraid when I'm playing it, and I'm just like, oh.
Oh yeah.
So
I've seen a couple of those running around too. It's like where the Joy-Cons come off, there's this little piece of plastic that pokes out, and it looks like it might be vulnerable. I'm sure they've done their QA and everything like that. I'm 100% sure they've done that, but it looks like it'd be easy to snap off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know what you mean, but
Mhm.
it's essentially like what they did was they took the Joy-Cons where you have the rail that slides in now,
Mm-hmm.
and then the adapter that goes on so that you have the triggers.
Yeah.
They built it in, and then it goes into that side and magnets in.
Gotcha.
So it seems like it would be a better thing because it's
Yeah.
not like a standalone part, but
Okay.
only time will tell.
Yeah.
Somebody will be able to figure out how to break it, primarily my kid. So,
Hey, if you got young kids, yeah, you can consider that thing broken. Let me ask you guys, did you hear about the wearable phone that they've got floating around on X?
I did not.
No.
What's that?
Let's take a look at that real quick to start it out. Let's start the stream out good. We have like 3 awesome looking gaming trailers though that we need to get into. But first,
All right.
first and foremost, let's take a look at this real quick.
Oh, okay.
Is that crazy? I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that.
We got a flexible Pip-Boy.
You know, oh my gosh, I want to say it was done with it was computer generated, but you remember like people would be wearing these bands and it would kind of have like a hologram come up and you can do like that. I wish they would have went. I wish they would have just put R&D towards that instead of something like this, right?
Yeah.
But you know, I mean, what do you do? What do you do? What do you do?
Whoa, the world's changing.
Yeah, yeah. And I was just talking to someone yesterday, and it was like, we were supposed to have flying cars by now, you know?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Where are my flying cars?
Yeah.
You know,
As far as I've seen it.
they actually unveiled one. Like, you'll have to look it up.
Well, I know the one that I've seen.
I'm just like, no.
It looks like a drone, a huge drone that you can get into and fly, right? Don't get me wrong, that's dope. That's really dope. But I was thinking more like Flubber with Robin Williams, where he used the flubber to make a flying car. Flubber. That's what I'm thinking.
That was crazy.
But yeah,
that phone looks a bit crazy. I mean, I know they've got the was it the Samsung where you can fold your phone?
Fold it, yeah.
Yeah, they got that.
Yeah.
So I suppose this is the next thing. Who are the what was the brand? Did it say?
I want to say Motorola.
Oh right, interesting.
Yeah.
They're still around.
Yeah, I know, right? This is like I haven't seen a Motorola. Who was the Razor? Wasn't it Motorola that had the Razor?
Yeah.
Right on. Okay.
Yeah.
They've been out of the
Yeah,
game
and
for
they
a
came
while.
out with the new Razor that's like the new style.
Yes, it's
phones,
another
and
foldable.
then you can fold it in half. I just don't like the foldable ones. I'm just like, I do not trust this. 700 folds later,
it just seems like it's gonna break. Right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's like you open it up and you go too far and you hear a crack. You're like, God, well,
No.
oh,
And that would be my luck.
Yes.
Like within the first month.
Right on.
But wearing a phone, just get one of those smartwatches that you wear a phone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's exactly my mind went exactly there.
Like,
It's like
this.
See,
you have a
look at that.
smartwatch. Why would they do
Perfect
this?
advertising. Look at that. Exactly. Just get a smartwatch.
All right. So this first trailer, it looks really freaking good. It reminds me of I can't think Jay Boog is really big on this game. He played Anthem. It looks kind of like Anthem, like a mix of Anthem and I'm gonna say God of War, but Call of Duty. But what's really funny is I want to say Black Ops 3 did this. Like you were in a kind of a suit, or not, you were kind of like a cyborg or whatever, and they're doing kind of the same thing. It looks a little different, but I like Black Ops 3. So, but let's get into it real quick, and I'll let you guys we'll comment on it here in a second.
Reborn. Let's finish the fight.
Because after we do this, everything is gonna change.
I totally forgot to change this background. I know I needed something. I was forgetting
It's
something.
okay.
But instead of you being a cyborg, you have an exosuit, an exoskeleton. It looks pretty good. I'm not
like
gonna lie.
that.
It looks good.
Third person is appealing as well. So
Oh, is it? Yeah. Third person is making a comeback.
Yeah, man.
It's really freaking cool. I love where we're at with that.
I like
Uh-oh.
that. Oh yeah, I love third person, especially because I want to be able to see the armor. I want to be able to see the outfits, all the stuff.
Oh, GG. Now hold on, I gotta make some edits over on this side because
It's okay. I'm just gonna be like this, like that. We'll see if I can pop back in.
you're
Nah, that
you're
game
good on
looks
this
really
one.
good, though.
On the next, yeah. I really like it. Freaking
It's like a mix of everything, isn't it? Like I see a bit of COD in there, Gears of War in there, Metal Gear Solid in there.
yes, it's got all the things.
It looks really
but-
great. It was a really short snippet, but
Yeah,
I
yeah.
definitely. It seems like something I'd want to try.
Yeah, it gave you a pretty decent amount of gameplay too.
Mhm.
Looks like you got special perks as well. So
Mhm.
like other than just shooting, like when you're running, it looks like something happens when you run.
Yeah, yeah. You
So that's
got the
pretty cool.
grapple. You got the stealth kills. All the goodies. All the goodies. In a little
Yeah, looks well.
shield.
If,
Yeah,
there's,
no.
if there's online gameplay, I mean, it kind of reminds me of. Do you remember the game Titanfall?
Titanfall.
Yes,
Yeah,
Yes.
I think that game. I think doesn't
that
get enough
actually.
credit.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
gives it.
Okay.
Gives it
Reminds
those
me of
vibes.
that. But yeah, if this is online, that'd be. I'm sure it'd be fun to play.
Oh yeah, yeah. Cross
You need,
platform.
to, you need to fix me, Fox. I feel like you're trying
Oh,
to hide my
whoops.
face.
Sorry. Not trying to hide your face. It's just
I'm distracted him.
He's like, girl, it's looking rough today. He's just gonna hide you.
no.
I'm just kidding.
You like to move around a little bit though, so
I do. I'm sorry.
we're getting
My-
there though. We got it. We got
My
it.
hip gets uncomfortable, so I have to move a lot. Sorry.
Oh, that's fine. Whatever. It's all good. We got you though. We got you. Boom. There we go. Perfect. Do it on the fly.
See if I can stay in frame.
We'll do it live. We'll do it live. But all right. So are we liking? So we're. Would you play this,
I'm
GG?
liking it.
Oh,
Yeah.
100%. I would.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would definitely give it a try.
Right on,
Yeah.
Scotty.
What's off?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
It's just a mix of all games I enjoy. So yeah, even reminds me of Evil West as well.
Right
Like,
on.
it's got like,
Whoa.
yeah, I'm seeing a bit of that in this. So yeah, I'll definitely give it a go. Does
Okay.
it say when it's out or anything? Or
Oh, it's probably at the end of the trailer here. Let's check it out real quick.
let's have a look.
Let's have,
Maybe.
so this is
Our
called
luck, it'll just say
Exoborne.
2025.
February. Oh wow.
February.
Is
Wow,
it,
that's close.
It's for a playtest. Sorry. So sign up now on
Late test.
Steam.
That's enough.
February
Yeah, yeah.
12th through the
Oh,
17th.
Oh, on Steam. Any consoles? Like,
Yes. If
Yes.
I could just get rid of this stuff. IGN, I know you've got to promote your other stuff. But holy crap,
oh my
bud.
goodness.
So it looks like it's coming to Steam, Xbox, and PlayStation.
okay, we'll look
So
out
they
for
got
that.
all their bases covered.
Yeah.
Playtest
Mhm.
is going to be.
Mhm.
Let's see.
No, it's going to be February 12th to the 17th for the playtest on Steam. It just had the Steam emblem. So here we go. So yeah, sign up now
Okay.
on Steam, February 12th through the 17th. Exoborne is the name of the game. And it looks
Oh, Exborn.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. I thought it was Nborn for some reason. Don't ask.
That's
It
totally
I
does
think,
look-
it's,
it does look-
I think it's Exoborne.
Oh,
Exo.
thank you.
No, you're good.
If I can freaking read. If I can
Oh.
read this morning. Oh, it's
You're
been...
lucky I was able to read that.
Stop. Oh, we're gonna save the best for last for that one. Do you guys remember we were talking about Blackstate, and the faces looked really uncanny? Now I figured out what was wrong with it. So they're building these robots now, right, with human faces, or they're trying to get it as close to human as possible, and it just looks like rubber over, a metal face, right? It does not look good. And it was an old man. We had rewound the trailer. It was the old man, and we were like, "Ooh, that don't look right." But it was also
Oh,
still
yeah. Was that the one of the train?
Yes, exactly.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, I remember that.
So they've
Yeah,
got
yeah,
some.
yeah.
We've got a 3-minute gameplay trailer. We won't watch
Ooh,
in the
okay.
entire thing just to get an idea of what
Okay.
we're looking forward to, right? So
Mhm.
let's get into that real quick. Motion blur. And I gotta say, it looks extremely good. Like when you're not closing in on the faces, that looks magnificent. It looks so good.
Those graphics are killer.
Yeah, the movement's really good too.
Yes.
What are the other guys doing? They're just letting them kill their guy. Nice. Shooting doesn't look like it has a lot of recoil on the firearm, but that's fine,
Yeah, but it's probably like one of those
Oh
N64
shoot,
styles.
that was awesome. His face
Yeah.
looks the face looks really freaking good. What? It's see, there's the Matrix angle we talked about. That's nuts.
Yep.
Shoot, Matrix Reloaded. Whenever they were at the castle, that whole like like that whole sequence with when they were going to see the French guy.
Oh, that was crazy.
Yeah, it was awesome. And trying to get the keymaker.
Mm-hmm.
And there's the Metal Gear
Oh, oh
feel.
my.
Ooh, okay.
Heck yeah.
Very nice, very nice. I'm not mad at that.
Graphics look clean.
Oh, they are. This is what we were expecting when next gen first came out. I was expecting to need this. This is good. Now, like we've been saying,
Yep. The soundtrack as well. Yeah, I'm with it.
Mm-hmm.
oh, he made him destroy his own thing. Looks like anyway. Dope. Very cool.
Nice.
Oh, you know what this reminds me of?
What?
I don't know if you ever played a game called Quantum Break.
I've wanted to. It's by Remedy Studios. I've been wanting to play that. It's on my wish list.
That game is. It reminds me of this.
Holy he blew this man's leg off.
Oh yeah.
This is next gen graphics right here. This is what we meant by next
I like
gen.
the blood and gore.
Work in progress. Alpha footage. Gotta love that.
Love
Appreciate
this.
that. Appreciate that.
Yeah, if it's alpha footage, it hasn't even gone on to user testing yet. Awesome.
I appreciate the slowdown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
While you're
I
shooting
wonder
too.
if
That's pretty cool.
you're controlling that as the player.
Mm.
Kind of like how you can do like the super focus and horizon,
Yeah.
and it slows it
Yeah.
down. Yeah.
Or like Max Payne.
Exactly. I love that. Oh, he totally blew apart. That was awesome.
This is cool. This is like your first boss fight.
Yeah. This is wicked. I love it. Max Payne meets Inception. That's actually a really good comparison.
Yeah. Man, it's I gotta tell you.
That's
From
awesome.
from the first time we saw the trailer, it popped on the scene. It's come a long way, and it looked good. It just I was just wanting to see a few tweaks, to the faces, and it looks like the main protagonist, the guy that you're controlling, he looks really good in the face,
Yeah, it does.
and the attention to detail that it is. This is ridiculous. This looks good. Oh,
Yeah, the graphics are immense. I do like it.
Yes,
Mhm.
I love it.
yeah,
Yeah,
this is crazy.
I want it.
Yeah. My man looks like Harrison Ford in the face.
I'm thinking Keanu Reeves for some reason. I don't know why.
right on.
But what's like when he's opening the door and it's just different like scenes.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
that's gonna be nuts.
Not
See,
scenes, but different rooms.
who's I want to say it's WB who owned the rights to the Matrix. I want to say. I don't know for sure. Why haven't they given us another Matrix game? You know what I mean? We could have
Probably 'cause
totally
the
had
Matrix
this.
movie didn't work out so well.
What's that?
I don't know.
I said probably because the new Matrix movie didn't work out so well.
Yeah, they should have definitely made a video game instead of that movie.
Mm.
That movie was absolutely whack. I couldn't even get through it.
Mhm.
It was so
I had a
long.
hard time getting through it. I was
Yeah,
like,
it wasn't great at all.
My gosh. It's like because they had, and don't get me wrong, the actors that they had in it, they were good, but I don't like if you're trying to, oh, this is the new Morpheus. Oh, this is the new Cypher or whatever. It's like because they got the guy. I don't want to call him Dollar Store Morpheus, but he's not, Lawrence Fishburne. He's not.
I wasn't pleased about that.
No.
And I wasn't pleased about, the new Mr. Smith.
Yeah, right. Oh my God.
Oh yeah.
Everybody was good. All the actors are amazing.
Yeah.
But it was just the only good parts were at the very end when they literally explained like, hey, this is the little girl he helped save, and this is how they ended up still being alive.
I know.
That was literally the only good part. And I'm just like, so we had 10 minutes of great.
Yeah. And I got to tell you,
And
yeah.
literally that just could have been another Animatrix.
Oh, Animatrix was great.
Animatrix
So
was good.
my thing is like, and this is an unpopular opinion, I like the trilogy. People when they
I do
say,
too.
oh, it was a downstep in quality every movie. Yes, for me that's very slight. I pretty much liked all of them relatively the same.
Yeah.
They should have left the trilogy alone. They should have just left it at that. But now we live in a world where everyone's trying to capture the lightning in the bottle that we got from like the 90s and the early 2000s. You just can't. You can't.
Well, I like the trilogy as well, Fox, so you're not alone.
Nice.
But like they literally could have just done like another little Animatrix and explained that part, because it was questions everybody had and
Very
everybody's
good.
always wanted answers for.
Yep, that's
know,
100% correct. Yeah.
Is Neo alive? But like that whole movie, I was just like, dude, this sucks. I was so sad.
That's so funny. I just watched Scott Pilgrim vs. the World a couple days ago. It's like, dude, this sucks. Right on.
I know.
Shoot. And the Piece de la Resistance, we're gonna get into the one it blew everyone away. This thing jumped on the scene and it was like it blew up the internet, right? So these are former CD Projekt Red devs, and they got together and they made a game. Are you a fan of Witcher 3?
I've not played it.
Right
I
on,
know of
right
it,
on.
but I've not played any of the
Yeah, yeah.
Witchers. I've not watched it.
Gotcha.
I'd like to. I'd
Right
like
on.
to.
Okay. GG, fan of Witcher 3?
Yeah.
Okay, right on. Then you should absolutely dig on this. You should dig this right here. I know once I saw it, I was like, dude, this, and I want to say Nas on Twitter. He was like, this is how you release a game. It's like Concord. What was another one? Suicide Squad. It's like or even the new ones, Intergalactic, the Heretic Prophet in Witcher 4. It's like, dude, you could take some pointers from this. But enough build up. Let's get to it real quick. Rebel Wolves,
Okay.
from the director of The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. AD 1347, somewhere in Carpathians, I think.
Must be here somewhere.
If you've got a certain itch that needs to be scratched, this is gonna do it for you. I can almost guarantee it. What's really funny is I didn't notice this before. They're in a church.
Yeah.
Lunka! Don't hurt her!
You gave us quite the chase, young.
Please, sir. She's just a child.
Ah, Roderick, remind me, did I make an exception for children? No,
Just a little bit.
No. That would have been foolish,
Wow.
would it not?
They spread the plague just as well as adults.
And there's only one way to stamp out this sickness.
What I love is the build up.
Yeah.
Oh, didn't even notice that. That's dope.
Not just a runner, but a fighter, too. Had we met under a different moon,
Crazy.
things might have ended there.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Well, that escalated quickly.
Yeah, it's no kidding, right?
Yeah, it did. Dang.
Look at them, all of them from like different eras.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, she can manipulate blood. She's gonna be hard to beat.
Oh,
I feel like
snap.
she's gonna be a
Nice.
main villain.
Lunka.
Holy. The noises.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Goodness.
He said num
She
num.
needs help.
Yeah,
Fast.
exactly.
Please, let's pass through. I beg of you.
Yeah. Like some White Walker type of stuff.
Yeah.
It's like a Nosferatu type. I mean, what do you do in a situation like that? You know?
Not walk slowly like that.
I am life. I am death. I am
King's still alive.
I have been watching your little valley. Pestilence, famine, killing, blood spilled carelessly like water. Things will be different now.
Man, that reminds me from
Nice.
what's the
For all of you.
from Dusk Till Dawn.
Yeah.
Yeesh. Oh, we got a little bit of gameplay here. Just in-game footage.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
Oh, so he got changed too.
Yeah.
Nice.
What I would love to
Dang.
see. Blood of the Dawnwalker. Gameplay reveal summer 2025.
All right. I'm interested.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, the trailer was
Very.
wow.
Yeah.
It's excellent. So good.
It's like watching the movie.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah.
It hooked me from the beginning to the end. 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got me. Rebel Wolves,
Oh, shit.
do your thing.
Mm.
Cook as long as you need to. This thing looks
All right.
crazy good. It looks awesome. Wait, hold on, wait.
I'm ready.
I can see what is it? Somewhere in the Carpathians or Carpathians, something like that.
Carpathians. Yeah.
Right on. Okay. So definitely, let me go see. I'm gonna look at chat real quick. I'm so sorry. We got beers. We got Loki.
Yo, what's up, guys?
Let us know what you think about this. Here. I also, you know what? Let's bring chat in real quick. Let's hope.
Bring it in.
I know. Let's hope it works out because we haven't done that in a while. Feels like. Right?
Yeah. It's been a while.
It's been a while. All right. We got Beerus. Well, I gotta turn it on first. There we go. What's up, Beerus? It's time. Yes. We're back from outer space. I can't move that. I'm trying to move it, but I can't. Oh, come on, buddy. All right, it's staying where it is then. Got good morning from GG Beerus, my blushing babylicious bride.
Damn it.
Right on, you guys. I tell you what. I tell you what.
I tell you what.
Good meowing, Mr. Fox and the UK King, Scotty.
Hello, sir.
I know. Good
Scotty.
morning. My special princess looks so breathtaking and captivating at the same time as always.
Now I remember why I didn't miss these.
Oh,
Thank you,
right on.
Beatrice.
So I think this one is coming. This was coming from Loki. He said, "Now watch them say it'll be $500." I think he's talking about the bendable phone.
About the Switch.
Oh,
yeah,
the
the Switch.
right
Yeah,
on.
the Switch too.
Well, it's probably going to be $400 or $500. Yeah. Unfortunately, nobody wants to see that much.
What was the Switch? The first Switch? Remember?
$299 when it came out.
Oh, right on.
Okay, so yeah,
Here, let's see.
yeah, 500 sounds fair. I say fair with the current market.
Yeah. Right on. I'm trying to find the best place to put this. Yep, screw it, right there. Lord Beers, welcome Loki. Gigi, you are automatically insinuating things that are untrue about Geek Jr. He won't break anything. I know if I know my kids, yeah, it'd be broken. LOL, thanks, Spears. My son, he's pretty good with his stuff that he gets, but my girls, holy crap, dude. They are a tornado. Oh my goodness, crazy. Love them to
Dude,
death.
my kid was walking and showed me something on his phone yesterday and dropped it 4 times on the way to me. So
It's like, did you cover your hands in butter? What's going on? Why did you do? Come on.
I'm like, oh my god.
All right, Lord Beers. Looks like Wonder Woman's bracelets she wears to deflect enemy projectiles. You don't want to deflect bullets with this one. That's for sure. Loki, foldables will never take off. Tech has been trying to sell foldable phones for years. The public doesn't want them. That's very true. Like, I can count on one hand the amount of people that I interact with on a daily basis that have foldables. So they aren't quite taken off, but who knows? Who knows?
I don't know. I don't like them.
Yeah,
I'd be very surprised if it takes off.
Yeah, same. I know. What's this? Marcus Brownlee. He's trying to. He does them every now and then. But he's a tech
trying
guy.
to sell it, is he?
Yeah. It feels like he's trying to make it a mainstream thing. You know, it
Of course
does
he
feel
is,
like
because he's
that.
probably being sorted out. Let's just say.
He's on the payroll.
Right
Yeah.
on. Is it Marquise? I want to say it's Marquise Brownlee.
I think it was Marquise. I think.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I think.
Sorry. I do watch a lot of his stuff.
We know.
Yeah.
We're talking about the same guy.
Yeah. All right. Here we've got Lord Beers. My poor baby. I'll give her a hip massage and loose. Okay. We're gonna skip over those.
What is going on here?
Low-key. This is originally announced in late 2023. Oh, I think he's talking about Exoborne. Yeah. Say, Gigi always pulling out the saves like her time in the army. Oh, I see pointy ears. What's that one in reference to? Yeah.
Dunno.
Wait, so we went through the Exoborne. We went through
Exoborne. We're discussing the Matrix.
Yeah.
The Blood, Dawnwalker.
You're right.
I've got it all listed.
Right on. I see pointy
Lord Beerus, what are you talking about? Pointy ears.
Yes.
Give us a bit of context, my friend.
So let's see. We're scooting down to the bottom. Let's see. Screams PC only. I want to say.
What's that one?
I think he's talking about
Exo.
No, it can't be Exoborne, right? Because I think they're coming to all platforms. I want to say.
Blackstate, maybe.
Okay. Yes, he's got it, because the next comment is looks like Keanu Reeves' cousin or something.
Yeah. He does. I'm telling you.
That's hilarious.
Maybe they were inspired by the Matrix.
Oh yeah. Oh heck yeah.
Yeah,
It's heavily inspired by the Matrix too. They must have taken a liking to Reloaded for sure, because
Yeah, you can see that. You can see
Yeah.
the Reloaded vibes in it.
oh yeah, no one's flying, so they were like, Matrix 3, Matrix 2 is where it's at. I gotta admit, man, like that highway scene, holy crap, man.
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh.
You know, I liked Reloaded.
Yeah.
I really liked it.
Right on.
Yeah.
Good deal. I did too.
I don't know if it beats the first one, but
Right.
I did really like it.
Yeah. It was the spectacle. It was a much bigger spectacle.
I think we got a mic issue. I think Gigi.
Oh, GG.
Yes.
No.
No. She.
Oh.
Oh, you can't hear us.
Yeah.
Oh, she can hear us. We can't hear her.
Here, real quick, I'm gonna read this last one, then we're gonna get this figured out. It really looks like they just took the Witchers out of the Witcher universe. Similar armor design as the Redians and the Nilfgaardians. Right on. Okay. Oh, I heard something. GG.
Did it work?
Yes.
Oh, it works. It works. So are you a big fan of the Witcher series then, Fox?
I haven't played any of the games. It passed me by when they were coming out, but it's in my backlog. It's one of those things, and I don't want to just play The Witcher 3. I want to play it all the way through. But I do like the universe. I do like the fact that you've got these not quite human, group that goes around killing monsters. You know what I mean? I love that. But yeah. Love it. Yeah, man. Spicy.
That's all I hear, Loki. I always hear about Witcher 3.
You know those memes where it has like the dude from Tangled and he's got all those swords around him. He's like, what take will have you like this? You know what I mean? And Loki, he's everything he says
Witcher
is one of those.
He's right. That's what I don't know if it's overrated, but that's all I hear. Witcher 3. I think, it must be the next big thing.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
From years back, obviously. It's been out for a while now. I think The Witcher 3.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Been hearing
Yeah,
it
it's
years.
been out a while.
Right on. Also, reminding everybody early in it, like, share, subscribe. We really appreciate it if you do that. Everybody on the panel, we appreciate it. Go check out their stuff. Also, awesome. Scotty, have you put out anything recently?
There will be something going out hopefully next week. It's actually a video with you. Funny enough. That goes the surprise. No. It was well, we'll see what the video is when it's out.
Okay.
But, I will be trying to get more content. It's just been very busy.
Yeah.
But I've got my scripts written to like narrate and stuff, but it's just doing it.
Right on.
So,
do you have any maybe playthroughs or
playthroughs? There will be playthroughs.
Right on.
There's also a similar video to what I did with Ghost of Tsushima, another game as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's some stuff, man. We're cooking.
Right on.
We're not cooking yet. We're getting the onions and the oils, the garlic,
and then we're going through the prep work right now.
Yeah.
And GG,
we got the groceries. It just needs to hit.
Oh my gosh. And GG, you've got your Resident Evil series. You're picking that back up again because you were talking about it last time. You're like, I was getting ready. I found the USB.
Yeah, I finally found it. It's actually right here.
What killed me when you were talking about that, you're like, I think I know it's in that box, but I haven't verified yet. So was it in the box you were thinking it was?
It was
right
in the box. It was great. Yeah, I was pleasantly surprised and really excited. And I sat out there and got all the stuff done this week, and I was like, yes.
Right on. All right. Heck yeah. And if you're looking for, Resident Evil 2 remake playthroughs, Gigi's got you.
Yep.
She's back on her grind.
That's right. It's almost over, and then we'll have Resident Evil 3 remake coming.
Hey, right on.
Oh, okay. Every time I see Resident Evil, I think of you instantly, Gigi.
Awesome.
It's same. Or if I see like a scary game, you know what I mean? It's like Gigi will probably like this one.
I want to play that A Quiet Place game, man.
Yeah. The story looks pretty good too.
Oh yeah.
I want to say it's out already.
It probably is.
Yeah. So
we bought a house instead, though, so I gotta wait on it.
Gigi, you've got to start streaming. You've got to do that.
I'm so scared. I don't really
even
know how, and I'm like, I probably won't talk to anybody, and then I'll feel bad, and people won't be interested. We'll start slow, I guess.
Yeah. Just get it. It's like the first step is always the hardest, and those inhibitions will keep you from, or those, restraints will keep you from, having a huge following on Twitch. You know what I mean? Just do it. Just do it. Like what's Shia LaBeouf? Just do it. I gotta get a green screen of that one. Just do it.
It's true, like you just got to do it. Like I did a presentation last week, right? And it's weird because I wasn't nervous about it leading up. I wouldn't say I was nervous, but I was a bit like, oh, I really don't want to do this. And this sounds crazy, but if you just sit there and take a deep breath and do it, you just forget about it once you start doing it. It's crazy. I can't explain it. So try do that. Press the record button.
Yeah.
And just go.
Okay.
It's crazy. It might work.
Okay. Now I've got to ask. Okay, we've got one of our the big three that we're going to discuss today, but I've got to know, like, what got you into, putting videos on YouTube in the first place?
Hey, me?
Oh, both of you.
You want to go first, Gigi? You want me to go first?
Actually, I just always really loved it. Like, my brother and I had started talking about it, and I was like, you'd be great because, like, you're always talking during your gaming, and, I was like, you'd be really good at something like that. And he was like, I don't know how to do it. And so, like, I started researching for him. And then, my son wants to be a streamer. And he was just like, you should do videos. And then one day I was just like, I'm going to do videos.
Yeah.
And let's see, maybe eventually, like, I can make some money off of it too, but it's another way to, like, interact with people and share the stuff I love and everything like that. And I actually jumped pretty high pretty quick. In the grand scheme of things. And so it was really that, like, I was really scared to do it, but I was like, you know what, I think I'm gonna do it. I know I can do this. I can at least get, like, a little bit of a following. And it'll give me, some more purpose to my days and stuff. And so that's just kind of how it started.
Right on. Did you you talked about you were scared. What were those fears of getting started? What was keep holding you back?
One of it was like, oh well, you're not, like, a super awesome player. You know what I mean? Like, you're good at some things, you're not good at some things. It was also a fear of people just, like, trashing my videos or trashing me, because we all know how the internet gets.
Oh yeah.
So that made me really nervous. And then just, what if I can't edit? What if I can't do this? What if I can't do that? I've really only had one problem where, admittedly, one of my videos, I cut a little too much trying to make it super short. But I went back and like updated it with a new video.
Very cool.
So, like, sometimes if I get comments about, like, it sucks or something, or, like, another person posted something like, well, now I don't feel like such a bad player, and I was like, well, damn. Like,
it's like at that point, for that second one, I'm like, well, I'm happy that I could provide that for you.
I'm like, well, as long as you feel good, I try not to take it too personal, but like, I was worried, like, I either wouldn't be consistent, or I wouldn't be good, or all the things that came about. And then I remember I put you off forever because I was like, I don't want to get on camera. I'm never going to do that. Like, so,
right on.
But now I'm like, no, my Saturdays, this is what I do on Saturday mornings. Like, I can't miss it. And people are like, it's okay if you miss. I'm like, no, I got to be there.
Right on. That's awesome. Freaking heck yeah. All right, Scotty.
Why did I start? Well, I've always enjoyed gaming since growing up. But I didn't know what I wanted to do. I just enjoyed games, but there weren't a lot of people who liked games like I did. So it was always kind of just me and my brothers and maybe cousins, but like in school and stuff, not really a lot of people. So obviously, as we got older, the internet evolved, X, Y, and Z. And then I didn't know what I wanted to do, but I just wanted to do a bit of games, and I thought maybe I could do this to start networking with like-minded individuals. There wasn't any incentives. It wasn't to make money on YouTube or like anything like that. It was just more to, let's just see what happens and see what's out there. And obviously, I started with my few mates, as you both know. Then obviously we had, I wouldn't say disagreements, but we've obviously gone our separate ways. And then I was a bit like, is there any point doing this? And then by chance, Fox, you and I started speaking. And now it feels like, oh, okay, cool. This is really cool, because since we started speaking and I've started joining the podcast with you guys, I've engaged with different people. Gigi, Nas, Kenshin, Lord Beerus, Loki, John DBZ, all these individuals, right? Like-minded individuals who I thought, wow, like, there are people out there who, do you know what I mean? Who like games and movies and stuff. So, it's not really, I'm not looking to like get any financial rewards out of it, if I'm honest.
Yeah.
It's just more upload a video, let's have a discussion about it. Here's what I've done. It might help you with something, you know, like there's some guides and stuff.
Mhm.
And yeah, it just is what it is. But if there are investment opportunities or financial opportunities, then obviously, yeah, it'll get explored. But it's not
Yeah.
my primary goal. It's just
Yeah.
go with the flow, network of you guys, and continue.
Right
you know?
on.
Like
Okay.
it's just fun.
Yeah, exactly.
Keep it casual.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah, the fun of it is really great, and I love all the people I've met, especially you guys.
Oh
And,
yeah, it's been
you
so much
know,
fun.
Yeah, and like so I've got Lil Bunny Gamer and Solace and Lord Beerus
Yep.
and you guys, and it's like I have this
Beerus.
network of like friends now that I'm just like, yay, you know, and we like the same things. And when I start talking about gaming, y'all understand. I don't have to give an hour backstory intro to it. So I do love that.
Yeah.
I do love that.
It's good stuff. All right.
Heck yeah.
Shoot.
Whoa, hold on, Mr. Fox.
Yes.
Oh no, what happened?
Why did you start?
I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
It
why
was
did you start?
more for the money more than anything because I was doing, dude.
I'm doing
Okay.
it for the money.
Yeah, so,
Show me the money.
oh my god. So I have another channel that I started before this one, and it was all like reaction stuff, and then it's like turned into K-pop reactions. That's all it was. Everything I uploaded was K-pop reactions, which don't get me wrong, I love K-pop and all that good stuff, and they're doing big things. They're getting brought into the mainstream now. Like not just Koreans are digging it, you know, everyone around the world is, you know, but you know, I wanted to do something more like this, and then it went from, you know, the mentality to make money to you know, freaking just putting stuff out there, seeing how people react to it. You know what I mean? That's, I don't know, is it? But yeah. I got started just to make money. That was it. It was like, that was my goal. I put, you remember when Metal Gear, the only Metal Gear that didn't have Konami, or what's it?
The zombie
Survive
one.
or something. Metal Gear Survive.
Yeah,
I want to say.
yeah.
I think that was one of my first videos ever.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Metal Gear
I
Survive.
have to find that.
Yeah.
I have to find that. I bet you were proper crapping on it as well.
yeah. It's my last video. I was like, yeah, this is gonna be my last video. This game kind of sucks.
That's fantastic.
I'm so looking for that. Is it on this channel?
No,
The
it's not on
channel-
this one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I know.
Right, don't worry, I'll find it.
I'm not gonna lie, my boys and I were talking, and I was like, you know, if we would video me playing these games with like some of the scares that happen,
Yes.
I said that would be fantastic.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I remember playing the Resident Evil 3 remake, and I wasn't expecting Nemesis to pop through the wall.
Yeah.
And
When
I
you first leave the
screamed.
door, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
And I screamed, and so like my son screams, my oldest son, and then I scream again because he scared me, and I'm like, "You scared me!" He goes, "You scared me!" And I'm like, "That would have been like internet gold." right
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
Like,
Put that on
it
a
would've been
short.
hilarious. Yeah.
Heck yeah.
And so, like, my son's always like, you know, you need to just kind of record yourself and get some reactions and stuff. He was like, maybe make that some like bonus content or
heck yeah.
outtakes, and I was like, that would be hilarious.
Yeah.
But
Here.
we'll see.
GG. There is a it's called Stream Elements, and you can do like overlays, and the cool thing about it, if you use OBS, these overlays you could just download the link right from the internet and put them in there.
Oh, nice.
Dude.
Nice.
And they have like not a giant freaking variety, but I'm sure you'll find something in there that you like. Do that. It takes all the guesswork out of trying to, you know, make an overlay yourself and things like that.
Okay.
Check it out. I'll send that link if you want it. But
Yeah, definitely.
right on. Okay. Let's get into our first one. We're gonna be talking about PlayStation and how they were going to make a God of War live service. Yeah. So to me, this feels like they were trying to use the God of War, the hype behind God of War, to sell a live service, right? Like a lot of these games nowadays, or movies nowadays, where, you know, it's a total departure of what you grew up with. You know, what comes to mind? Nothing really comes to mind. I'm drawing blanks right now, but we've all seen it. You know, them doing a reboot of a timeless movie or something like that, just to make money. The one Home Alone, you know, them trying to kind of capture the magic that was in the first and second one, and just completely going, you know, a different way. But they draw you in with the name Home Alone. Oh, it's got to be good. Macaulay Culkin, he's a national treasure in those movies.
Yeah.
You know, but I think this is along those lines. So let's get into it. This is coming from Insider Gaming. Grant Taylor Hill. 2 more PlayStation Live Service games have been canceled, including God of War. It has been revealed in a recent report that Sony has canceled 2 more PlayStation Live Service games, one at Ben Studio and other at Bluepoint Games. It was further highlighted after the report that aired that one of the canceled games being pieced together, but Bluepoint, I guess by Bluepoint, was a live service God of War game. The report stressed that a recent review led to the cancellation of these 2 unannounced titles, and that following this revelation, PlayStation intends to continue supporting the development of single-player and multiplayer games, which they should. Stop this freaking, you know, live service push. Well, I think I have it beside each other. I'll go through and try to find it, but the Sony executive who was talking about he would have resisted the live service push. They really need to get away from that completely. Games like, you know, the Dawnwalker, Blackstate, these are the things that we want to see coming out of PlayStation. Or Phantom Blade Zero, one of the that's coming out of PlayStation, but I want to see more games like that coming out of PlayStation.
Well, he even made a joke about how that's why he's not there anymore. You know, because he was resisting the live service, and like PlayStation was like, oh, there's all this success with live service, let's try to push them ourselves, and it's not working out for them. And I think part of it is that they're trying the wrong types of games. Like, I get God of War is really, really popular, but I don't see how that's going to be a live service open world game and be good and successful. And also, like, we can barely afford to buy a full price game as it is when it launches. What makes you think we're going to be able to do all the live service stuff that you want us to? You know, like, I mean, I love Fallout 76. I love that I've made some friends on there and I can play with them. But I didn't even start doing that until like the end of August. You know, and I love the stuff that comes out in the shop and everything like that. But I'm like, I can't afford to just be buying this because it's cute. Like, you know, it's ridiculous. We know how I feel about the in-game purchases and stuff like that. We know I hate that. So.
Oh yeah.
I was going to ask, excuse my ignorance. When we say live service, is that a game which obviously gets played online, and then we just start buying add-ons and things? Right.
So it's like they get you trapped with it being free, and then they've got like a whole shop, you know, kind of like Fortnite. Like, it's a live service game, and they're trying to get a piece of that market. But I'm sorry, everybody already did that, and Apex was trying to challenge Fortnite, and it did not succeed the way that it wanted to. You know, good game. Don't get me wrong, but you know,
don't outshine the master. Law 1 out of the 48 laws.
And then the very nature of live service games, you know, you're dedicating, you know, hundreds of hours to these games. You're pouring whatever time you're not spending in your, you know, at work or home life in that game. What makes these other guys think that they could, you know, come in and kind of peel those eyes off of the one that's doing really, really well? You know, to me, it just doesn't feel like. And I think Yoshida is the exec from PlayStation. I think he goes into that, but it's just not a sustainable business model. You know, it's a lot of,
not for God of War. For God of War game as well.
There's a lot of chance that goes into it. Who would have thought that Overwatch would be as big as it is? Who would have thought that?
That's true.
You know, and trying to kind of copy that, it's a special sauce that went into it. You know what I mean? And more likely than not, you're going to fail at it. It's kind of like whenever I was going through high school, I had aspirations of being, going to play for the Jacksonville Jaguars, right? But you see those percentages of how many kids actually go to the NFL, right?
Yeah.
It's not very high. It's not high at all. It's a drop in a bucket, And so that's basically what they're dealing with right now. It's what makes you an exception to the Overwatch is, I guess now Marvel Rivals, they're doing really well because it feels like people were thirsty for something. They were thirsty for something, and Marvel Rivals is giving them exactly what they want, while everyone else is kind of panting down on that kind of thing. They're panting down on what Marvel Rivals is giving people, which is awesome looking character models,
But they came up with a whole new design in a different genre. So like where you can get more of a like Marvel versus Capcom type feel.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But live service.
Yeah.
And new stuff and the things that live service gives the people that love it, they're giving that to them.
Yes.
They're not just trying to copy, what's already out there.
Yeah.
And it's really hard to find, you've got to be listening to people. You got to listen to, like, look it up on Twitter, see what people are wanting, do some surveys and stuff like that instead of being like, oh, God of War is popular, let's make it live service.
Exactly.
Like
that's as far as the thought goes into it, I feel like.
Exactly. And so Marvel Rivals is doing well because it was something people wanted. You know what I mean? You see the popularity of Marvel versus Capcom, Mortal Kombat, all that other stuff, and then you look and you're like, well, nobody's really done that. How about we do it?
Right on. Yeah.
Yeah, I think some games need to stick in their lane because this is a very saturated market at the minute.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
like
a game like God of War will not last, I don't think, because it's not known for that. Yeah, and live services probably need to be a bit modern as well, and everything we've seen in God of War isn't modern. So for example, I'm thinking GTA, is it GTA 5? Like, would you say that's live service?
They do have
a live service.
So that's more, well, it's not obviously real life, but it's cities, it's cars, X, Y, and Z. You buy things, you buy clothes.
Yeah.
Like there's so many more things to do. Like imagine in Fortnite, they probably got weapons and stuff, X, Y, and Z. And the tires and whatnot. God of War is not even an online game where you can engage with people anyway to start with.
That's very true. Yeah.
So I don't know where they would even begin with that.
Exactly. Yeah. No, that's a great
I
point.
feel like trying to turn a single player game into a live service is kind of
it's not smart.
I can't find. Yeah, stupid was what I was going to say. I can't find a nicer word. They're even talking about doing like a live service for the Horizon games. I am a huge fan of Zero Dawn and Forbidden West and stuff like that. I saw a live service Horizon game and I was like, oh please, I'm not going to touch that.
Yeah, it's like, what are you going to do? What are you going to do in it?
Money grab.
I'm like, that defeats the purpose of the games. Like, so you just go around and you get to be in that world, but like that takes away the heart of the game, Aloy, and the whole story.
Right.
Live service would just strip it of that, and I'm okay. So I get to go play around with some dinosaur-looking machines. All right.
Yeah. It's like I cannot explain this, but for like, let's say God of War is about Kratos. Horizon Zero Dawn is about Aloy, right?
Yes.
Freaking, I don't want to create my own character in a Horizon Zero Dawn atmosphere. I want to play as Aloy. I don't want to create my own character in the God of War world. I want to play as Kratos.
No, we want to be Kratos. Yeah.
Right. So it's like,
exactly.
How are you gonna make it's like, oh, here you guys, you can create your own character in the God of War world. It's like, I'd rather just be able to go around and F stuff up. That's what I want to do with Kratos. You know what I mean? So
Kratos only, not bloody Atreus either.
You hear that, Santa Monica?
Atreus fans.
I mean, I agree. But it's like
there's not many out there. But go ahead,
Gigi. They made the Horizon Call of the Mountain, which is a VR game, and you're somebody else, and you get to interact with Aloy. But it wasn't very successful from what I know. Like, not many people really liked it.
Yeah.
And so I just, like, that comes to mind as well with, like, a live service. Like, even if you run into Aloy, like, what's the point?
Yeah.
Like,
What's up, Aloy?
Yeah.
What's up?
Like, hang on, let me watch you climb this tall neck.
I
and
know. It's like, I
hack
want to
it.
do that.
I know. You give the abilities to everybody, and it's just, it doesn't make, it takes away from the purpose of the games.
100%. That's a great point. It's like, you know, not everybody can be Kratos, you know?
Yeah.
It's like
Exactly.
you give someone else, you know, great strength and, you know, their backstory, whatever, still not Kratos, you know? But let's
I mean,
move.
I can go around all day saying, boy, but that doesn't make me Kratos.
Well, Fox, Loki just said something interesting in the chat. He said they've already tried a God of War game on Ascension.
Ascension,
on
yes.
PS3.
I was going to bring that up.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
Yeah, they tried and
he
it failed.
Yeah, it didn't
Failed
last.
too.
Yeah, so.
So I don't know why.
But
So,
you think they learn, right?
no, they're
Yeah, they don't.
the inability.
Let's try again. They're gonna like it.
They're gonna
They
like it.
will
This
like it.
year. Yeah, and I don't. The problem with that live service for me, like I saw it, like with the extra stuff that you could do, but I was like, I'm not interested in that. I'm interested in playing more. Give me more of the story from Kratos.
Story.
Yeah.
Exactly. You want the story.
Ascension, fantastic by the way. It was when he got captured by the Fates.
Was it a prequel? Prequel.
Yeah,
it was a prequel.
It's a kind of prequel. Yeah. And dude, it's fantastic. It's so good, and it looks really freaking good. I played it on Xbox.
Okay, all right.
That was back when I couldn't find a PS3. Me and my wife were going through Target, and
you thought this will do.
Yeah, this will do. Oh, this will do. But this next one is coming from PC Gamer. He was trying his best. Palwal had a lone server guy trying to keep the game afloat during its 2 million player launch.
Oh my goodness.
Craziness.
That dude needs a bonus and a raise.
Yes.
And a beach house.
This is being pinned by Harvey Randall. While Palwal's player count has calmed down in the time since its release, it still carved a cozy little niche for itself on Steam. SteamDB has it hovering between 20,000 and 50,000 players over the past few months, with the big bump to around 200,000 in December 2024 due to the release of a major update, Faybreak. Still, that small change compared to the onslaught of players during its launch. Palwal rose into viral stardom to the tune of 2 million concurrent players in January 2024, such as Helldivers 2 buckling under comparatively smaller weights. In a recent interview with Polygon, John Buckley, the game's community manager, paints a picture of panic at the studio. The initial rumblings started at around 100,000 players. Buckley states, when a couple of the developers had to go back to their desks because things started to get a bit shaky. Throughout the night, it kept going, and there was a point definitely after midnight, because a few of us had gone home who lived far away, that the servers broke. That was around 1 million. Holy, you can actually see the meteor climb if you consult this SteamDB. I want to get more into this. Buckley also adds that at the time, there was just one guy defending the servers against this horde of newcomers. Buckley remarks that he was trying his best. As for the rest of the team, he says, we definitely panicked more than we should have. Definitely need to pull as many all-nighters as we did. Oh, wait. Didn't need to pull as many all-nighters as we did. And I wish I'd reached out to other people for advice sooner. You get caught up in it, especially when there's a wind of negative sentiment from players, even if it's 100% valid and they're right. It's very overwhelming when the comments are flooding in. Right on. One guy,
we know that.
One guy was trying to hold off the horde, dude. This is freaking crazy. I just thought that was hilarious.
2 million people, like.
Yeah.
I know. I would have broken. That dude is my hero.
Yeah, that's good work. I hope he got a massive bonus.
I got an image of Tobey Maguire. You know, on Spider-Man, where he's trying to stop the train and he's got his webs and he's doing that.
And then the players are passing them to the back.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Great.
That's a great comparison.
Yes.
I don't know why that
100%.
came to mind. I don't know why that came to mind.
Yeah.
Amen. Freaking, what was that?
We're gonna have to edit that scene. Power of the server guy. You know.
You know the lead singer from everybody hates this band, but they sell millions.
Nickelback.
Yes.
It's just
Yes,
Nickelback.
Chad. I can't remember his surname, but Chad.
Yeah.
Yeah, his name is Chad.
Yeah. Oh, Nickelback is sick, man.
I love
like
them.
Nickelback.
I love
I
Nickelback.
like
I
Nickelback.
don't understand all the hate for Nickelback.
Me either. It's
Yeah.
like it's one of those things where people were afraid to love them. I don't get it.
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know.
My friend
I have
my
no
friend
idea.
posted the other day, and it was just like, you know what? Screw you guys. I love Nickelback.
Yeah, man. That shit
I was
gets
like,
played
yeah,
in the
I
gym.
I don't even know where all the hate came from. Like, it was like 3 years ago when I realized everybody hated Nickelback. I was just like, why though?
Yeah.
Like,
There's no
huh?
reason. No reason whatsoever. They got
I was
great
like,
music.
I know we hated Nickelback.
But-
like,
The hero song is like,
Yeah.
only a
I'm so
hero can say, yeah.
Yeah,
Heck
yeah.
Not gonna
yeah,
stay here. Yeah. Friggin', I don't know what made me think of that. Talking about Spider-Man, but yeah.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. Yeah,
Right on. We got another PC gamer one. This one is new report says PC games are outselling console games, calling PC gaming a bright spot in a troubled industry. This is being pinned by Lincoln Carpenter.
it's because their games aren't freaking $1 million a piece.
That, and it feels like they are exempt from all this, PlayStation versus Xbox BS. They're reaping the rewards of all that right now, especially.
Yeah, it gets old.
But so we've got earlier today Matthew Ball, CEO of investment strategy firm Epilion, want to say, released an early version of a presentation called "The State of Video Games in 2025." The slideshow, which incorporates data from market research firms like IDG, Newzoo, and Circana, summarizes worldwide market trends in the gaming industry. I'll be honest, things aren't great. Yeah. You can file that under no shit, right?
Yeah.
Following the decade-long growth wave between 2011 and 2021, the industry's revenue growth has stalled, feeding into an atmosphere of risk aversion and stagnating investment. The outlook isn't entirely dire, however. While gaming industry revenue growth has plateaued over the last 3 years, Epilion's analysis says PC gaming is a bright spot of continued growth, now accounting for the majority of non-mobile content revenue. According to Epilion, both PC and console gaming are, as you may have noticed, considerably bigger concerns than they were at the turn of the 2010s. In 2024, consumers were spending almost $50 billion more on PC and console games than they were in 2011. Holy moly. Let's see, what do we got here? But beginning in 2021, console gaming growth started to slow, which is particularly clear in worldwide Xbox Series X and PlayStation 5 console sales. Yes, compared to the previous console generation, the current Microsoft and Sony console lines had, after 49 months, sold nearly 7 million fewer systems. PC gaming, meanwhile, has only continued to grow. While consoles has stagnated since 2021, Epilion says PC gaming revenue has grown 20%. I gotta say, it's because, it's kind of like Pinocchio. I don't have any strings. I don't have those strings attached to me. I don't have to, wait for Hellblade 2 to come out. I don't have to wait for God of War to come out. I'm good with the games that I have, and if they make it to PC, fine.
Yep.
The exclusives, they're not doing themselves any favors with those right now. And remember when PlayStation, they aren't afraid of people, especially with the prices getting out of hand. They're not afraid people will trade in their PlayStation Pro for like a mid or high end PC. Maybe not high end, but like definitely a mid PC. So looking at these numbers, if PC gaming is doing much better than console gaming, they should definitely be worrying about, if they make the PlayStation 6 like $1,000 or $1,500, whatever. It's like, I'm not gonna get that PlayStation 6. I'm gonna go get a gaming PC. It looks like they should be worried. What's that?
Yeah. You're just gonna build a PC.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, you're looking at relatively the same money for something that is probably gonna run better. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
and it's probably got more longevity as well, to be fair.
100%. Yeah.
And upgrade abilities.
Yes. 100. Yes,
Yeah,
you catch a memory stick on the cheap.
Yeah,
Grab that, and then you can trade it out. You know what I'm saying?
exactly.
You
Because
can't.
I can start out with like 16 gigs of RAM in a PC and then go to 32,
There you go.
like
Right?
real quick,
Real
real
fast.
easy.
You know,
Yeah.
they already have an extra slot for that. You know what I mean? So it's like,
Exactly.
so to me, I think they should stop at the PlayStation 5 for now, at least, and just keep kind of making games, because we just don't have the games for PlayStation to be like, hey, here's a PlayStation 6, go out and buy it, plebs. It's like, no. It's like, you don't have enough games to sustain a PlayStation 5 right now. You know what I mean? Not any first party ones. You know, they've got second and third party ones. The best selling games that PlayStation had doesn't come from PlayStation. They came from Chinese studios, Korean studios. You know what I'm saying? Nothing coming from PlayStation has really been that successful. So, you know, how about make some really good games, PlayStation, and then come talk to me about anything else, really. I want to see the games first. It's really sad. But, you know.
No, it's a good take, because you're saying it from a fan perspective, and ultimately you want to listen to your fans, right?
Yeah.
You'd like to think.
You like to think, yeah.
Yeah, you'd think.
Well,
So I think.
you
Sorry,
also
go
gotta
ahead.
look. I'm sorry.
No, go for it. Go for it.
You gotta look at the fact that what launched with PS5. Okay,
Astrobot.
Ratchet and Clank, I was excited about.
Oh,
Astrobot's Playroom.
Yeah,
that
it did.
game's on
Astrobot.
everything.
Yeah.
But like, really, what games launched with the PS5? Not very many.
they had some,
PS4,
I want
you
to
have
say
to
Spider-Man,
upgrade.
right? Oh,
Yeah,
that was PlayStation.
it was like Spider-Man and
Maybe a Horizon Zero Dawn
But didn't you have
remake
to
or the
upgrade
reboot.
that though? Wait, hold on. Wait, you talking about PS4 or 5?
no 5.
5. So you
Like
have
I
to
didn't try
upgrade
to
those,
get.
didn't you?
Yeah, I didn't try to get the 5 for a while
Mm-hmm.
because like there was only a handful of games out for the 5 to begin with.
Yeah.
And while they had the upscaling for the PS4 games, and
Right.
some of them were like the free upgrade and stuff like that, like there just wasn't a reason for me to have a PS5 yet.
And don't you love that they made you pay for the to make it a PS5 game?
I know. To
Mother-
be
Well,
fair,
For a while,
I
at first, it was a free PS5 upgrade, and some of them you can still find a PS5 upgrade.
Right
for
on.
free, but
It's like, looking back, it's like, especially with God of War, I wanted to, do that. It was like $10. Don't get me wrong, dude. It's $10, but
it's-
$10. Like, I just bought an indie, like a little indie for $2. You know what I mean?
Right.
It looks like a lot of fun. You're controlling a fox, and it looks like it has like an astral projection type thing. I'm looking forward to
really
playing
cool.
that. But yeah. It's just a way to make money. They've become way too money hungry. And don't get me wrong, corporations are in the business to make money, but holy crap, dude, there's a such thing as, trying to give me a good game for my money and just trying to extract as much wealth from me as you possibly can. There's a difference. And you can tell. It's like charging me $10 to upgrade to my PS5 game that I already own. That feels like you're trying to extract as much wealth from me as you possibly can. You know what I mean? It's just bad. It's bad
feel like-
business.
bastards.
I just feel like there's lack of creativity, if I'm honest.
Oh, yeah.
Like I saw something today about remasters and remakes for this year, and it's like, where's the new stuff? Where's like the new IP? Oh, fair enough, we've seen some new stuff today, but where are these new blockbuster games?
Yeah.
Like it just feels like it's just consistently being recycled and.
Okay.
All
I
right,
don't-
some games, yeah, I get it. If you haven't played the original, maybe,
Right.
and maybe if you're a fan of a franchise, but like, I want to see new IPs personally. I want to
Yeah.
see some new, fresh ideas, and that's why it's a breath of fresh air seeing what we've seen today, Blackstate,
Yeah.
and the other game, Exoborne. It's something new, something fresh, but I think we need to see more of that.
Yes. 100%.
I agree with you wholeheartedly.
Mhm.
I do, depending on the games. Like, there's some older games that I'm stoked that they're doing a remaster of. So
Yes.
I'm like, dude, I get to have the nostalgia of it being the old style, but like cleaned up.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so that's really exciting. But if they're gonna do a remake, I like I'll always come back to the Resident Evil games. I don't know why, but it's just like they do it in such a good way.
Yeah.
And I just really love that. But other ones, they'll do a remake, and you're just like, you totally destroyed the game. Like, what did you do? This isn't what I used to play.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it's so good on you, PC. Keep doing what you're doing. And they've become a proper alternative to PlayStation and Xbox, and I appreciate it. Hopefully it'll wake these companies up. Xbox, not so much. I've said this time and time again. I think they're going in the right direction. I like where their head's at. PlayStation, they're stuck in like the 1990s. You know what I mean? They're stuck in the 90s, dude.
Yeah, let's get with it.
They're stuck in 98 still.
Yes.
They're still riding off that success, and it's like, all right, you need to start looking forward now, otherwise you're going to be left behind.
Yes.
Like, just think of Blockbuster. Just think of like, I don't know if you heard of this store, Woolworths. We had a store here called Woolworths.
Yeah.
They thought they were it. Then other stores came along and they became it. Woolworths no longer exists. So they need to keep up with it, otherwise they're gonna get left behind.
Oh yeah, and not even another console, like a home console doesn't need to be made. With all of the handhelds that are coming out now, I mean, they better watch their ass, or they'll be out. They'll be out on it. Goodness gracious. Oh my gosh.
I think they still think it'll be like, back in the day when Nintendo and Sony basically killed Sega.
But that's the thing though.
Yeah.
Like if for a while it was Nintendo and Sega fighting each other, it's like.
But if you notice, Nintendo was kind of like, never mind. I'm not even going to worry about the console war. If you've noticed, they really haven't over the last decade or so. They're just like, we're going to come out with this stuff and it's going to be fun and we're going to do our own thing.
I would say like the Wii era. The Wii era is where they were like, we're done. We're just going to try to make something cool and that fans will love. Our fans.
They're like, we're going back to Nintendo's roots and we're going to do our own thing.
Yeah.
And it was really awesome.
Oh yeah, because like when you had the the GameCube, they were still trying to fight the console war. But when the Wii came out, they were like, we got some interesting things
different.
we can look at.
I did hear a rumor. I don't know if it's true that the Wii had it's the one of the sticks, isn't it? Like the pads. Whatever it was. I did hear a rumor that PlayStation had that idea first, but never pursued of it. I don't know if that's true or not.
They had that one that orb.
They did.
They had.
Yeah.
I actually still have some laying around here somewhere.
They
had it too, but I don't know. It's kind of like that rumor of Samsung had the iPhone before iPhone. Type of thing. Like that's where Apple got the idea from.
Yeah, but
I'm not 100% positive, but
man,
didn't they went to court for that, didn't they?
But to think about like the kind of people, like they'll have like a guy go in and infiltrate another company just to see what's going on. Dude, I bet that happens all the that happens all the time.
That's when NDAs come in and all sorts.
Dude, I would not be brave enough.
Get jail for that.
Yeah. Because it's very illegal. But I would not have, seriously, I would not be able to do that. Somebody would look at me and say hi, and I'd be like, I'm doing it. I'm fine.
I think that would be so much fun though. Like,
here's how it looks. Here's the console.
It's like was it the corporate version of 007? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That'd be kind of dope.
I couldn't do it.
Scotty, have you watched Spy Family?
That's a movie from years ago, right?
It's an anime.
Oh no!
Or Spy X Family or whatever.
No, I haven't seen it.
It's pretty good. If we're talking about like espionage, dude, it's good. It's pretty good and funny.
Espionage, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Is it like what's that anime I watched? Psychopass. Have you seen that? You need to watch that.
Okay.
That's
all right.
Good as well.
Send it to me on X. Give me a picture of it.
And you sent me the one you just said as well.
Okay, perfect. All right.
Okay.
Moving on, we've got GameIndustry.biz. We've got Microsoft to lay off unknown number of staff. So the layoffs continue into 2025, and it doesn't look like it's slowing down at all. So,
which division, like Microsoft or their Xbox division, or
we're gonna get into it here in a second. This is being pinned by Sophie McAvoy. That reminds me of the guy that came in to play Professor X, McAvoy. Isn't he the one that came in and played Professor X from the rebooted X-Men movies? Anywho's it's.
Anyway.
I can't remember.
Something McAvoy. He was great in Split though. Holy flip. That was a great movie. Microsoft has announced another round of layoffs affecting staff in its gaming security and sales division. As reported by Business Insider, a spokesperson for the firm said these cuts would affect a small number of employees, but did not specify how many would be made redundant. They also specified that these layoffs are unrelated to the cuts announced last week that focus on underperforming workers. Holy shit. At Microsoft, we focus on the high performance talent, spokesperson said. We are always working on helping people learn and grow. When people are not performing, we take appropriate action. Okay, so that's normal though. So, like, if you're in the sales game, that's standard. So look. So I've never, I think someone in chat, please tell me how many layoffs there have been in 2024, right? But out of all those layoffs, I've never heard a company say these are people that did not perform. This is my first time hearing it. But you gotta think, right, that out of all the thousands of people that were let go, how many of them were just that they underperformed? They weren't doing a good job. Concord, you can assume those people got laid off because they didn't put out a good game. They didn't do a good job, but they didn't come out and say it. You know what I'm saying? I think this is really revealing. I think it's okay now.
I'm sure some people were let go because they were underperforming or didn't perform up to the expectations. I'm sure of that.
Yeah.
But I think the majority of the layoffs from the gaming division, that was because they needed to recoup some money.
Right on.
You know what I mean? And then this right here, I am a little leery on it because, like, I'm sure, again, there are some people that did underperform or they just skated through. But it also kind of feels like they got all this bad press because they spent like $70 billion and then laid off a gazillion people after that after promising they wouldn't. And so I kind of feel like maybe they're putting this in there and putting that out in the world. Like, this is our excuse that we have a legitimate reason and we're going to blame it on them. Now, I'm sure some of them deserve it. Don't get me wrong. But I feel like this is kind of like a PR thing where they're just like, well, if we present it this way, it won't look as bad.
Right. So now, as far as I can remember, I know when PlayStation acquired Bungie, they made that promise. They wouldn't encroach on Bungie and they wouldn't lay anybody off. They did. And they had to kind of, deal with that. But as far as when Microsoft or Xbox were acquiring Activision Blizzard, I don't think they said that. And then when they had the layoffs, they were like, this is just how these things go, right? Like, whenever you acquire a company, layoffs are going to come with it, right? I don't know if they outright said, you come on in, we're not going to lay you guys off or anything like that. I don't remember a report coming through.
The thing is, we're never going to, because we're the public. Right. And obviously reporters and journalists will be reporters and journalists. They do what they do. We're never going to know what happens in the boardrooms, what emails are sent, unless someone like a staff member who has been laid off says, right, here's what's been displayed. Well, here's what I've been sent. But they probably can't do that because there's probably a clause in the contract which says you can't do that. So, but I know in sales, and we probably all know, sales is a beast of an industry to be in. It's high risk, high reward. If you do well in sales, you get paid well. If you 100%. Don't do well, you get the boot.
100%.
So that's not out of the ordinary. That's what happens in sales, to be fair. The other bits, gaming and security, obviously sounds like a little bit different. Could be different, but we know sales is everywhere. This is how sales is.
Because they work on commissions.
It's brutal.
I could see doing underperformance. But as far as Microsoft goes, I do remember during the acquisition that was one of the things that the FTC brought up was that layoffs. And they implied that they didn't specifically say there won't be layoffs, but they implied by saying the merger would basically make it to where there would be minimal layoffs. And so when they laid off that mass amount of people,
yeah.
you know, the FTC was like, but I thought you said that it wouldn't cause a ton of like.
That's right. Okay.
But
Yeah,
I can see a loophole in that though. When they say minimal, they might say a low percentage, but the low percentage might be in a large amount because of a bigger number. Do you know what I
exactly.
mean?
Yeah, because how many
I
people
get
work
that.
for Activision?
Like they're like,
Yeah.
well,
yeah,
we're just going to lay off 2%, but that could be
Exactly.
Like 100,000
Yeah.
people.
Exactly.
I do understand that,
Exactly.
but it's still like optics wise, it looks crazy.
It's cheeky. It's very
Yeah.
cheeky.
It's definitely cheeky.
Yeah. But I know it's, digressing slightly, I think we did an episode on it where we had I think there was a new law that was going to come into place where it's easier for customers to unsubscribe from things now.
Oh yes. So
And what's
now-
interesting is, it's,
and
you know
now
what?
the companies
Yeah.
are going in and they have
Yeah.
updated all of their terms and
Yeah.
services.
Yeah,
And,
yeah.
Yep. So
I'll
it's
tell
like,
you why.
it's like, yeah, you can easily unsubscribe, but not really, because here's the terms and services you agreed to. You agreed to
Yeah.
call this number and then this number and then do this email and then do this survey before we'll release you from your subscription.
I know. Because what's
And
funny?
then we need you to go outside, do an ice bucket challenge,
I know.
upload the video. Once we confirm that it was really you, you have 90 days to confirm that you really do want to cancel. Like, it's,
I know. Basically putting you in a position where you're just like, you know what, I'll just leave it, and that's what they want.
I
But
know.
what happened the other day, and because it reminded me of our discussion. So with Amazon, so I've got Amazon on my television, and I tried to unsubscribe from something once, and it said you need to log into a PC to do it.
Yes.
But I checked the other day. Now I can do it from the TV. So I thought that's interesting. So it sounds like that law's kicked in. It's
Yeah.
easier to unsubscribe now through your remote.
Yeah.
Well, that's good because that was
Yeah, it's good.
that's a big
Definitely
one for
good.
because we've talked about like the grimy and slimy things that these companies do to it's like you 7-day trial and they hope that you forget so they can keep getting your
Yeah,
money.
of course.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That kind
It
of thing.
happens. It
Yeah,
happens.
Instead of giving you an alert in the app, they'll
Yes.
send it to your email knowing you're not going to check it that quick.
Exactly.
Terrible. Terrible. Shame on you companies. And that's the kind of thing I love that the FTC is, cracking down on. But this one is another from Insider Gaming. Tencent and Guillemot family considering new venture with Ubisoft Assets. This is being penned by Tom Henderson. Ubisoft has been kind of taking a beating, deservedly, for sure. But that one story came out that the Guillemot family wanted to sell, but they wanted to stay in power. Not sure if this is them coming to kind of a middle ground on what to do, right? But the fact of the matter is, if Assassin's Creed Shadows doesn't sell, Tencent will be able to come in and scoop them up for pennies on the dollar. That's just how that's gonna go. You know what I mean? So maybe this is them trying to kind of divert that a little bit. So a new report has revealed that Tencent Holdings Ltd and the Guillemot family are trying to piece together a new venture built on the foundation of Ubisoft Assets. That's according to Bloomberg. Paywall, I love how they put that in parentheses, who reports that the consideration of creating a new venture would enable the Guillemot family to retain control of Ubisoft while giving Tencent more control over some of its assets on the new venture. It said that Ubisoft is currently evaluating its assets to determine what could be moved to the new venture. As already outlined by Ubisoft on January 9th, the company has appointed advisors to review and pursue. So I gotta ask you guys, like, what do you think this venture consists of? Like, what do you think Ubisoft or the Guillemot family is willing to give up to kind of partner with Tencent? That was phrased so badly, but
No, I'm with you. I don't know who holds more of the power at this point in time.
definitely Tencent for sure.
So I'm trying to think, what would Tencent want in this scenario? I guess I don't know. I suppose it all depends really on what Tencent want from the Guillemot family, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. In terms of this new venture, I don't know. I hope it's not a live service.
Yeah, for real. I would think that they would say that they had to hand over Assassin's Creed because it's wildly successful. Even if the last two have been flops, you can turn that around under the right management.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, for giving Guillemot control still, like basically it's a buyout, but I still get to run things. It would have to be something significant that Tencent got that would make it worth their while. So it would basically have to be like, hey, we'll give you our 2 biggest franchises or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But you're right, like, I can't see that.
Run with that. So I don't know. Like for me, if I was acquiring a business and they were like, okay, you can buy us, you can own us, you can reap all the benefits, but we're still in charge, I would be like, no, you're not. No, you're not.
Yeah,
like you can't even run it right now. Why would that be a good business move for me?
Mm-hmm.
But if they were like, I want to run it, but you can have my 3 most successful IPs, then I would be like, all right.
Yeah,
that wouldn't be so bad. But I get this amount of power to do with the business or something. I would figure out a way.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely. Like I would have to be getting something really valuable in order to let them stay running the company that they've run into the ground. I mean, you know.
Yeah.
So
the
you're gonna
absolute
have to...
hubris behind that is ridiculous. But go ahead, Scotty.
No, I was gonna say because obviously I can't pronounce it. Is it the Guillemot? They're French. Guillemot family. So have did they start Ubisoft from the ground up? Is it their?
I want to say yes.
So if it is, or if they've been associated for a very long time, it's going to be very difficult to give something of yours up in such a way as well.
Oh yeah, that's why they haven't relinquished the reins now after.
This is it. And I was going to ask, do they have to yield? So for Tencent to get what they want, do the Guillemot family have to yield in some respects?
Not for long. It's a matter of time, really, because if Ubisoft, files for bankruptcy or goes under or whatever.
Okay, right. So that kind of makes sense. So they're probably clutching at the minute, thinking, right, what could we do to obviously still be a part of this? I guess still be part of Ubisoft.
Yeah.
And I think it said in the article, it's all dependent on the new game coming out if the sales do well. And from the marketing and from the feedback online, does it look like it's projected to do well? I don't think so. So we'll see.
But I would say the comments from him like a few weeks ago that we're gonna sell to Tencent, but we want to retain leadership in it. Now
they would.
It feels like the desperation is kicking in and they're like, wait. How about a partnership? How about we partner together? It's like, okay, all right.
Do you think so? Is this all before the game comes out? So it's like, right, let's try to get something in writing now, because if the game comes out,
I think they absolutely,
they have to.
Yeah, right.
But they're not going to have a leg to stand on once the game comes out.
Exactly.
Right.
And I want to say, like,
when's the game out? Oh,
March.
Okay,
they
March
pushed it back to March.
They pushed it back. That's interesting. So is this the reason behind the pushback? Really?
I
Is this the
guarantee you
reason?
it is.
So, yes.
And they're trying to say, we're just trying to make it the best game possible.
Yeah.
No, you're not. It's still going to come out with the same glitches it would have back 9 months ago.
Yeah,
Don't
with
lie.
a little added, pander harder, sprinkled on there too. It's like,
whatever. I'm still playing Assassin's Creed Valhalla, so.
right on. I have changed my mind on it a little bit. I think I am going to play it because the mechanics.
What's that?
Assassin's Creed Shadows. I'm probably going to play it.
Yeah, man. Like, I was looking forward to this. I mean, I don't know why. I mean, all right, forget the whole character thing. The game itself just looked like cool.
Right. It looks good.
Yeah.
The mechanics.
The game does look awesome.
Yeah. It looks fun.
It just came, I think it probably just came out in the wrong era.
Yeah. Oh.
Because we're now in an era
100%.
where you do one thing and everyone bloody causes a fuss.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's
Like,
look, the game looks cool.
Yeah. If this came out at the same time Afro Samurai came out, there would be no
there
one would have
you
made
go.
a sound.
Perfect example.
Yeah,
there you go. There you
It's
go.
like-
And we all liked Afro Samurai.
Oh
so-
yeah, it was.
Do you know what I
It
mean?
was.
I even like the Yasuke anime. I even like that.
I didn't even watch that. I was looking forward to
Okay,
watching it. I
I
just
do.
didn't get around to doing it.
Oh, it's good, man. It's
Right
good.
on. Okay. All right.
Yeah, it's good. It's
Right
good.
on. All right. Here, let me see if I can find that one because we're talking about.
So you got this game on pre-order, yeah, Fox?
Oh, absolutely not. I don't pre-order games. I don't pre-order games. Shoot. Okay. So they're here. Hold on. I gotta find this because they Ubisoft apparently they're coming out with a prequel, Assassin's Creed.
What?
A prequel.
Yes.
What? So what? The first one?
How are they
I'm
going to
not
do that
sure.
if they already did
I
Origins?
want to say yes. But it. You know what? Here we're gonna go here real quick. I have it. I have it. It's just I don't know where it is right
Maybe
now.
this is the new venture.
Yes. Okay. Here, I'm gonna bring this up real quick. Thank you,
Oh,
everyone.
okay.
Thank you, everyone, for being patient. So we've got this is coming from Gaming Bible, being pinned by Emma Flint. So a new prequel will be added to the Assassin's Creed timeline. The chronological order of Ubisoft's popular franchise is a tad convoluted to say the least, and thus prequels are a tricky beast to tame. However, this particular story slots nicely into the events prior to Assassin's Creed Mirage. As you'll recall, Ubisoft marketed Mirage as a standalone experience, and thus the prequel to Basim's journey isn't one, or Basim, I don't know how to pronounce that.
Basim, yeah.
Right on. That'll ruin the lore of other AC titles. So they got a prequel in the works. Oh, is it a game or is it?
Oh, that's a comic right there.
Yeah. Okay. Here. So to better explain the events, they set the scene in Mirage. Dark Comics, in partnership with Ubisoft, will follow Fulad after they discover a disturbing secret impacting their homeland. Here's an excerpt from Dark Horse. Years before the events of Assassin's Creed Mirage, a young Fulad must return to his homeland to investigate political unrest that could point to a secret order of the ancient stronghold. It continues, but in order to discover what's behind the chaos and violence in Adulis, Fulad and Roshan will have to confront a more immediate danger. Assassin's Creed Mirage, A Sword of Eagles, will be released March 12th, and it's the first of a 3-part series. So it looks like it's a comic and not a game.
Oh, right. Oh, I thought it was a game.
Right,
Okay.
me too. Yeah, I read the report.
But still, that's
Admittedly,
interesting.
I didn't read
I
into
do
the
like
article. I
comic
thought it was
tie-ins.
right on. Oh, 100%. It's just that
Oh.
is this the right time for them to really like be
Probably not pushing Mirage.
Look at the paragraph underneath. Scroll out, Fox. Look at the paragraph underneath the comic book.
years before the events of Assassin's
No,
Creed?
no, scroll down. Scroll down. It's a
Oh,
little bit-
down.
Yeah. What does it say? AC Shadows being
Delayed again.
brackets,
The comics
again.
are held in high regard. Right on. They took a little shot.
They didn't hold back.
They took a
They
little shot.
said,
I know.
Little pot shots.
It's just the again in brackets. Again.
Yeah. Shots fired. But I want to say Nas probably he knows more about this than I do. But apparently there was a terrorist attack in March. I can't remember what year. Here, I'm gonna go back real quick. But Nas was talking about this. I want to say last stream, where there was a terrorist attack in March in Japan, and it was another dire time for the Japanese, and the fact that they pushed it back to March, it's like they keep stepping on
really?
brakes. Yeah.
Oh, what? Oh dear. Yeah, that's not cool, is it?
I think it was the subway attack.
Yeah, Tokyo subway sarin attack. Sarin?
Sarin.
Let's see.
Because it's extremely deadly gas.
So check.
I hope that didn't happen in March because that's probably going to be the worst time to release this game.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
They should have.
All I know is that you can throw the sarin gas in there and you're dead, pretty instantly if you're in an enclosed area.
Planning Tokyo subway attack in order to hinder police investigation into the cult and perhaps spark the apocalypse. The leader of the group had prophesied. In the raid, following police arrested many senior members of the cult, police activity continued throughout the summer, and over 200 members were arrested, including Asahara. 13 of the senior Om management, including Asahara himself, were sentenced to death and later executed. Many others were given prison sentences. So did the attack actually go through? So it looks to me like, were they able to thwart this? Oh my gosh, I was saying the group led by Shoko Asahara had already carried out
640 victims
in terrorist attacks using sarin, including shoot.
Yeah,
so
it's
it was
gas,
9 months earlier.
It's a vapor. Yeah, it's a
also
vapor.
produced several other nerve agents, including VX, attempts to produce sheesh, and had produced several other nerve agents, blah blah blah. So it looks like Sarah had been made aware of police raid scheduled for March 22nd. But I don't know if they actually caught him. So he had been doing terrorist attacks all the way up until that point. Sheesh. Okay. Anyway, not March, Ubisoft. You know, unless you want to put this thing into a freaking death spiral. You guys are killing me with this stuff. Goodness gracious. Yikes. All right. Well, back to it. That was sorry about that, everybody. Golly, that was holy crap.
That's poor planning.
Poor planning. And you know, shout out to the Japanese people. Holy mackerel, man. You guys are kind of catching strays left and right. You know what I mean? It was the what's it, the Toga gate, or what is it? What do you call it? Where the
I don't know.
they put out an action figure, and it was the Tora gate, and it was like broken in half. And you know, during World War II, when the atomic bomb hit, that was like one of the last things standing. The Tora gate was, you know, in half, and they made it a action figure. You know,
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's an important case.
And then now you have the you know, the worst terror attacks in Japan. You know, it's like they keep doing it. They keep doing it. Yeah, Japanese people catching strays, man. But I mean, okay, I will give an olive branch out there though. It's like, you know, because of how long we've been around, tragedies have been happening all over the world, you know, so you're bound to run into that ever so often. I want to say, wasn't it we talked about this last week or 2 weeks ago, when she was talking about bringing people in, sensitivity managers. And Xbox released a game in a certain country, and like their developers were, you know, getting scooped up by the townsfolk there, because it you know, I don't know, it's so yeah, I mean, you run into that stuff, but what they need is some really good sensitivity managers over there to let them know, hey, March is out, don't do that. And the tour gate, that's not a good look.
They should have people for that.
Yeah,
like I don't know if it's part of the marketing team or whatever, but they should, or PR team, they should have someone for that to do these sanity checks.
Right.
Really.
Yeah, that's a really bad look from Ubisoft. But you know, I mean, it's kind of to be expected at this point. It seems like they're really floundering, and like these are the last throws before they just take their last breath. You know. Yeah. So Microsoft is finally fighting back against the rise of the SteamOS by overhauling Windows 11 to be better on handhelds. This kind of runs in conjunction with the news that they're creating their own handhelds. You know what I mean? So yeah, they're going to want to make it better for people to use, especially with the handhelds they have out now that run on Windows. You definitely want to make it better to use on handhelds now.
Yeah, for sure.
Because I mean,
they need to throw some money into developing like a mobile OS version. You know, that's actually good.
Yeah.
Because that's one of Microsoft's weak spots, is they've never really had a good mobile version.
I had a Windows phone.
Yeah, but how was it? You got to admit
it was
that the
different.
Windows on that was not the same as
No.
a PC or up to par with like iPhone or even Android.
Yeah, and it felt like they made a lot of promises that they didn't follow through with. It felt like
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because I had an HTC
Mhm.
Windows phone, and I was just like, well, this was a mistake. I feel like like they need to do something else. Like you
Yeah.
got Mac OS, you got iOS for the iPhones and all that other stuff. Like they need to do like
Isn't that funny
blinds,
though?
blinds OS or curtains or something.
Yeah.
They can match.
But isn't
better
that funny?
Windows.
They never have like really changed up their formula. You know what I mean?
Nope.
It's crazy to think about. It's
They-
like they
they
had the
really-
potential.
Yeah. Like you could make like an Xbox OS or something that would be like a mobile app for gaming, or you could take Windows and you could just change it. You can revamp it in some way. If you would set aside money to a different department that worked on just mobile and handheld and so on and so forth, they could come up with something really good that would work on both. But I think them trying to just tweak things and make 11 work for mobile, 11's not the best anyway. So that's where Microsoft is losing. They're really they don't have a dedicated mobile handheld OS, and they need to make one.
Yeah. Shoot,
And,
they've
like-
never really had a use for it, really.
Yeah, but they're
until
coming
now.
up.
Yeah, exactly.
And,
Yes.
and so like if you can have like Android work on TVs and this and that and the phones and work for games and stuff like that, you got like the iOS, and then you've got the Mac OS and everything else. You've got to figure out how to keep up with competition.
100%.
Because I'm sorry, I saw the Resident Evil being played on iPad and all that other stuff. I was like, that came out pretty good actually.
Yeah. It's
It's
like they're kind of a fish out of water with this one, because like in all their years, like with PlayStation, they came out with a handheld. Xbox kind of bypassed that whole era. But now handhelds are getting really big, and they want in, but they're kind of on the back foot right now because they've never really delved into it, right?
Yeah.
Right on.
Well,
but yeah.
PlayStation made their mistakes with the Vita, but it was an amazing.
I loved all their handhelds.
handhelds.
I thought they did a good
I
job.
love the PSP, but like they just, when they decided that they were going to do the chips and then have the dedicated memory chips and like all this other stuff, they just made the cost of it way too much, and they made it to where devs it wasn't worth it for them to make games for the Vita and stuff like that, and that's why it
100%.
failed. So supposedly PlayStation is going to come back with a handheld that's not just the remote gaming portal.
Yes.
And I am here for it.
Yeah.
I will buy that.
Like what Nas said, I hope they do like a buyback program. Is like, I will buy that standalone handheld. I will buy that. But if you give me that, I don't want the portal no more. I don't want it no more.
Exactly.
Like a trade-in or something.
Yeah. I guess you can. It's like, I'm here to trade in my portal to GameStop. Yeah, we'll give you $50 for it. All right. Let me get that new PlayStation
GameStop
handheld.
rips you off though. They should have some sort of trade-in program like Apple does. If you go to the Apple store, you get more money for your trade-in towards a new iPhone or a new iPad.
Maybe they will do that on the
makes
PlayStation
sense.
Network, or the PlayStation Store. Maybe.
They should. I
Yeah.
really
Do you
think they
think
should.
so? Really? Like, because the thing is, I think PlayStation will know they've got you.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So the ball's in their court. Because in theory, you're losing out. I mean, we're all gonna lose out.
Except for
even
me,
over
I
the
didn't buy
years-
the portal.
Well, yeah, we did. But over the years, like I've bought games and stuff, right? And I thought, let me get rid of these. I don't want them anymore. So I don't know if you guys have Game in the US. We have Game, probably the equivalent. GameStop's really the equivalent. And when you buy a game originally for like 30-40 pounds and you give it back and they say, right, that'll be £2,
Yes.
or that'll be £4, you're a bit like,
Yep.
do
It's
I
like-
want to give this back to you? Because
Exactly.
I'm paying you money for that.
Yeah.
Well, sorry, you're paying me money for this,
Yeah.
But I would have buy that £50 game, but I'm losing out because I bought this originally for about £40-50.
Yep.
You're buying it from me for a couple of quid.
Yeah.
And that's
And then
how
I'm gonna spend another
that's
£50 on a new game.
Yep. Oh yeah.
Might as well
Yeah.
hop on eBay and try to sell it.
100%.
It's like buying a car, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
I was
Literally
just
like
gonna say
buying a
that. It's like you drive off the lot. It's
That's
depreciation.
it.
Just
So you do that.
done.
That's the word. That's the word I'm looking for. Yeah, depreciates and then.
yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
man.
it's so bad.
Yeah. Buy one and just run it to the ground. That's what I realize now.
Yeah, might as well. Sheesh.
Yeah.
It looks like Microsoft has finally acknowledged that handheld gaming PCs could be better, primarily when it comes to running Windows 11 on them, and it wants to improve this experience. Right now, Windows 11 simply isn't great on these devices. It feels clunky and complicated, probably because Windows 11 is largely designed for desktops and large devices in general, not compact handhelds without keyboards. This is all the more apparent when compared to the smooth interfaces of Xbox consoles or Valve's SteamOS, which were specifically designed for their respective devices. Now, Microsoft wants to bring the Xbox experience to Windows PCs, combining the two systems and elevating the handheld gaming Windows experience. This was hinted at during a roundtable discussion at the recent AMD and Lenovo, the Future of Gaming Handhelds event by Microsoft VP of Next Generation, presumably the next generation Windows handheld PC games, blah, blah, blah. Jason Ronald, which was held during the CES 2025 event in Las Vegas. Great moves. That's definitely a good thing, especially if they're looking forward to bringing a handheld themselves. But I mean, I guess they could just make the Xbox interface smaller. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You okay, baby?
Yeah, I mean, Microsoft seemed like, in terms of UI experience, I mean, bar the phones, because I think Gigi mentioned it. I've had a Windows phone before, and I wasn't a fan of it either. But in terms of like, just call it for what it is. But like, in terms of like their UI on like Windows machines or Xbox, I think they know how to design and do UIs. I think they're good at that. So, so yeah, I mean, I'd be very surprised if they don't get like the UI or performance right with the handhelds. But again, they haven't done it before, so they're doing it really for the first time and they're testing it with the audience, whereas Nintendo have experience, PlayStation have experience.
Yes. Yep.
So we'll see.
Oh yeah. Right on. All right. Shoot. This is our last one. Microsoft could have been shuttered prior to major acquisitions. Gasp. It's coming from GameSpot.
I know.
Being hit by George Yang. Yeah, let's dig into this one because this kind of came out of left field, right? So Microsoft reportedly considered completely shutting down Xbox in 2021 prior to its acquisition of ZeniMax and Activision Blizzard. According to the information, Microsoft CEO Satya Nadella reportedly had the choice in 2021 of winding down Xbox or acquiring more studios to drive Game Pass subscriptions. He chose the latter, purchasing both ZeniMax for $7 billion in 2021 and Activision Blizzard for, the report all around was like 70 billion. So where's that 75.4
or something?
Yeah. Anyway, that same year, Nadella was quoted as saying that as a company, Microsoft's all in on gaming. Some big name studios have also reportedly have not been swayed by Xbox Game Pass, which doesn't bode well for Microsoft's internal target numbers. So it feels like this thing is trying to tell us that, you know, Nadella has always been all in on gaming. So where did this come from? Microsoft could have shuttered Xbox prior to major acquisitions. I thought maybe Go ahead.
I think the issue is because, when Xbox Original came out, like it was a massive loss. Like it was all loss. And then it didn't make any money. But Bill Gates was like, we're gonna get into the gaming industry, and they came out with the 360 and stuff. But there's a very big reason why Microsoft is not sharing their Xbox sales numbers.
Oh yeah.
And it's because it's nowhere near what the others are.
Yeah.
And I think that they were saying, you know, they could have shuttered in 2021 because of the fact that they really weren't making a whole lot of money, but they probably were like, you know what, let's stay open, let's try to push this Game Pass thing. Because if we can get Game Pass going, we could probably keep consoles going.
Yeah.
But I just feel like Xbox is having a losing battle. Like if they threw everything into Game Pass and opened it up to everyone, they would make a lot more money. But publishers are losing a lot of money on day one releases on Game Pass.
Yep.
And they
the
are
number
all
is
saying
80%.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
80%
And
loss.
it's
Crazy.
just, it's not a good sustainable plan. Like Xbox is not making a lot of money off of Game Pass. I think that they're kind of losing more, because if you're going to do like a game one or a day one release on a game and it's not a Microsoft owned game, I would be asking you to give me a lot of money for the rights to put it on there. You know what I'm saying?
True,
like
true.
something that would help me balance out what I would be losing.
Right.
So then if that's the case and I demand that and Xbox goes through with it, then they are automatically at a loss for that game on Game Pass. So
so the article that we went over, I want to say last week, that said that they lost, they lose 80%. They said if they're just releasing it on Game Pass, they lose 80%. But if Game Pass is kind of part of their advertisement, or part of the program of marketing or whatever, then they stand to gain something. So don't just release on Game Pass, release on Steam, release on Game Pass, release on PlayStation. You look to gain a little something from it, right? But no. And as far as the numbers, like, it's muddy right now, but I think I read Game Pass made like $2 billion or something like that. But versus how much are they spending? Yeah.
How much did it cost them though? Because what is your net profit?
Yeah. Exactly.
Is what I'm looking for. I think that Xbox is fighting a losing battle technically, because they're not up to par with the rest, Nintendo and PlayStation.
Yeah.
While I do think Xbox has got some good stuff going on, like I wish I had never bought my son that Series S.
Yeah.
Like,
go for the X.
You know what I mean? And I would have, could I have afforded it?
Right.
Yeah. But like, I don't even, what was Microsoft thinking putting that out?
and then the clause where it's like, if you release on Xbox Series X, you have to release it on S. That's the thing that's keeping Black Myth Wukong from
exactly, because
at least that's what
the
he's
S
saying.
can't go up there.
Yeah.
It was a big mistake, because if you look, PlayStation 5 disc and digital are the same freaking thing.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Just without a disc.
Yeah.
They did not do that with the S. And that's something I didn't really know. I just knew my son wanted an Xbox, and I was like, okay, here, this is what I can afford.
Yeah.
And he was stoked last Christmas when he got it. He got his PS5, and he was like, I'm Team PlayStation. And I was like,
welcome to the team.
I was like, I knew you would be. You primarily played PlayStation your entire life.
Yeah.
But okay.
They call it a parity clause that they have. Yeah.
Well, his aunt gave him an Xbox One and stuff like that, and he had my original Xbox he got to play on and stuff. So really, it was just kind of like a console of opportunity for him.
Yes.
Because I limited his play on my PlayStations.
That's totally fair.
Now he's got his own, and he's just like, this is the best thing ever. I can't believe it. I don't even want to touch my Xbox. And I'm like, I really don't care. Like,
dang. Oofa.
Yeah. Sorry, Scotty.
I do think they're gonna have a better 2025.
If I had an X, I'd probably be like, I'd be all over it.
Right.
I played his S, and I was just like,
no, I did think it was a bit cheeky at the time. I did think, why would you release an S where it's clearly a console version? Down.
Yeah, it's a downgrade.
To an A. Yeah, that's the word. Can't get words out today. Downgrade. Thank you, Fox. Yeah, it didn't make sense to me, and I didn't know about that clause you just mentioned about Black Myth Wukong. So what, games that go out on the X have to be downscaled, if that's the word, or downgraded.
They have to be playable on the S as well.
Xbox S. Yeah,
and I want to say that's what the Halo, one of the reasons why they couldn't get multiplayer up and going as fast, or the split screen they said they were going to do.
Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me.
It's because they were having trouble doing it on the S, and that's one of the reasons why the split screen wasn't there.
There's no need for an S really, if you think about it. Why don't just promote and push towards the X.
Yeah.
They probably would have had more success just keeping the 1 and doing the X.
Yeah. Oh, 100%. They
Yeah, because in my opinion, the 1 is better than the S.
Yeah. So my thing is, it's like have the S, but get rid of the parity clause. That makes no sense whatsoever. It's a less powerful machine. Why would you do that?
Well, because
Come
they want to
on.
make the sales. They want to have a system that's cheap enough that counteracts
Right.
the PlayStation disc version
Mm-hmm.
to get the sales, but they don't have the power behind it.
Right. So so I can see where their head was at. This was a play for players, you know what I'm saying, for gamers. It's like even if you do go with our lower end, you'll still be able to experience the games on that the X gets. I get that, but it's really biting them in the butt right now.
Yes,
It's crazy.
backfires spectacularly.
Right on, yeah. I do think Xbox, I think their 2025 is going to be pretty good as long as the games come out. Like I'm really looking forward to South of Midnight. Holy crap. A Doom, what is it? Oh god, the new Doom.
I
Loki
cannot
knows.
remember,
Loki knows.
but I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Loki might have left us. I don't see him in the chat. He's
Oh.
probably Beerus is being chatty.
Right on. Let's see. Let us look at chat though. Let's see where we're at. Let's see. Nah, Nickelback sucks. You're wrong.
Wow.
Hey, Beerus.
No, that was Loki.
Here's Taylor Swift for you, by the way, since you were talking crap in the chat.
Here, listen. We're gonna go through the chat real quick. Witcher 3 is
that's
overrated. Oh my gosh. Let's see. Loki, my philosophy for starring talking about video games online was how hard can it be? What? Oh, starting talking about
starting on YouTube.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool. I would love to see Beerus, Beerus with your with your indie titles that you put out. What started you on your journey to release videos on YouTube? But anyway, we got Resident Evil.
I love that.
3
I love that he does the retro series because it helps me to be, I can go back and be like, hey, to my kid, and
Exactly.
be like, hey, check this out. This is what I played, and I don't have to try to spend $1 gazillion. It's a game.
Oh yeah.
And plus, I can't play like Beerus does on those games. So.
No, they're pretty tough. Gigi should stream Resident Evil and cosplay as Jill Valentine. There's a YouTuber. Her name is Lady Decade. She does that kind of thing. I'm a huge fan of hers. I like her
I can't
commentary and
compete
stuff.
with Lady Decade, so.
Huh?
And I wouldn't be able to compete with Lady Decade, so no.
Oh,
Well, you're not
stop it.
competing. You're doing a better job.
Yeah, you doing your own version.
Scotty, why you gotta make me blush?
Oh, my bad. Sorry, Beerus. I'm sorry.
look, you give up or you're thirsty for more. So
No,
Loki,
no.
let's see. It's good that they canceled them. It's really bad that they thought it would be a good idea in the first place. Yes, I think he's referring to the live service games.
Yes.
They already tried a God of War multiplayer game with Ascension on the PS3. It was just team v team, but it didn't last long. That's very true. I didn't even go into it, but Ascension was banger. It was a banger. So good. If you get a chance, Scotty, play it. It's so good.
Sir.
Nah, Nickelback sucks. You're wrong. They don't
Well,
need to hate
even
Nickelback. Hate Taylor
Capcom-
Swift instead.
That's funny. Even Capcom tried to get into like multiplayer online and
Mhm.
and live service because they did Umbrella Corps, and then back in the day they put out Reverse,
Yeah.
and those did not do well.
That's so cool. Right on, man. Oh well, it's kind of feels like time is kind of repeating itself right now, right? Because the same ideas they had from back then, they're trying to do it again. The live service, we got to get on live
Agreed.
service. LOL, no cosplay at least anytime soon. Oh, that's from Gigi. I hate you, Beers, jerk. Come on, babe. You'd be the best Jill ever for obvious reasons. Oh, baby. You always say the sweetest things to me. Glad you married. Hold on, wait. Glad I married you. If I can talk. Right on.
And said you should be. I'm awesome.
That's a resident Canadian wisdom sage from Lord Pierce. That's hilarious.
True though. I saw that the Canadian wisdom sage, and I was like, that's gonna have to be his new name.
Instead of, right on. Retro, because what we call him, Nos the retro boss, the indie retro boss. Maybe
the indie boss.
Indie boss. 00 Geek. Let's see. All right. So that's kind of here. Well, yeah, with a little extra RAM. GG. I hope you don't start acting sheepish and woolly. You should be fierce.
Funny.
I'm a catch. Honey, you are a precious jewel made from God's tears. Oh my God.
He's laying it off.
I'm getting cavities over here. What's happening right now? Jeez. Calm it down, buddy. No, I'm just kidding. You keep going. That's kind of the appeal of you guys. Right on.
Yeah. One day we're just gonna have to get on YouTube and just go at it. And
yeah.
Let people just see it live.
We'll do it live. Let's see. There was something else I wanted to ask you guys. God dang it, but I forgot. Totally forgot.
What we playing?
Well, yeah, definitely. What are you guys playing right now?
I am still trying to figure out a way to get Echoes of Wisdom without being grounded from the bank account. So I've been sticking with Fallout for now, but again, I haven't been playing a whole lot of anything really.
Okay.
I'm gonna go back and start playing some more Horizon Zero Dawn so I can record some of that.
Right on. Yeah.
Which I started recording. I have, because I am gonna put that up, but
Okay.
I gotta get Resident Evil 2 and 3 out of the way first, because
Gotcha.
I've been promising that forever.
Right on.
My bad.
It's all good. Freaking, what about you, Scotty?
Black Myth. Well, 2 games in a minute. Black Myth Wukong
Yeah.
and Lost Judgment, the sequel.
Last Judgment, yes. Okay.
Stop,
Do you
dude.
know why? Do you know why? Because I was searching for everywhere for it, and it was like 70 quid, and I was like, why is this game still like 70 something pounds? And it's been out for years.
Yeah.
But then January sales got it for a tenner,
Nice.
Oh shoot! Right on. Okay.
and I was like, yeah, I'm getting that.
Yeah.
So
Right
yeah, it's a
on.
bit of Lost Judgment, bit of Black Myth Wukong simultaneously. Fox, Black Myth Wukong, right? Those bosses are ridiculous.
Yeah.
They're ridiculous.
Yeah.
Have you played it, Gigi?
No, I watched Fox play it, and I was like,
Oh,
oh my
gosh.
Like,
I literally turn it off and play Judgment. I'm like, nah.
yeah, I saw Fox
I
playing
need to
it.
come back to you at another day, like, because
Yeah.
it's not today.
I saw Fox playing it, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna check out his gameplay, not just to support him, but because I want the game too.
Mm-hmm. Oh
and
yeah.
I saw him
And
playing. I was like, I'll just backseat play this time.
Have you gotten
to a
to
point where
how far have you gotten?
I run around the bosses to try and go to the next bit, and there's some bosses you can't run around. All right, I have to beat this guy.
Exactly.
Freaking So
Yeah,
which one
I
are you
try not
talking
to
about
play what's gonna
specifically?
make me rage.
Well, the big head guy
Yeah.
who you see, he's just walking up and down, and I was like, I can't get past this guy. Then I found that I can actually run around him and go to the next bit without fighting him. So I thought I'll probably fight him later.
Yeah.
And there's another. It's not even well, there is a boss now. I can't remember the boss's name, but he's throwing things at me, and when he throws things, it comes from the ground as well.
Okay.
I'm stuck there at the minute.
Damn.
It's probably the boss after the tiger you fight.
Whoa.
I think it's a tiger or a lion.
The one.
Do you remember that?
You're in the desert area.
I can't remember the boss's name. Do you know that? I think it's a white tiger, and sometimes he jumps on the roof.
Oh yeah, the wolf.
The wolf. Sorry, tiger. Bloody hell. Sorry, wolf.
All right.
So I've beaten the wolf.
Yeah.
And now I'm going on the next bit.
Yeah.
And the next boss now, I just can't beat him because by the time I get to him, my energy's low anyway because I'm getting battered by these things that crawl out of the grass.
Yes, gotcha. Yeah.
So it's a bit of a mad game. It's a good game. Don't get me wrong, but it's frustrating as hell.
So that's a funny dude. So I just got it's called Spirit of the North. It looks really freaking good. That's one of the reasons why I haven't gone back to Black Myth, just because the the difficulty, like, what do you call it? The learning curve to get back into it.
Yeah,
crazy.
I know.
I'm not looking forward to it, but I'm in the snow area now. I haven't gotten to a big boss yet from that, but yeah, I think I'll play it today. I'll play it today.
Yeah, it is a good game. I am enjoying it. I know it sounds really crazy, but I am enjoying it. But it just gets frustrating. I'm like, you know what? I bought Lost Judgment. I'm just gonna play that because it's just role play, isn't it? It's just press buttons, listen to a story.
It's like, wait till you get to like the last boss of the desert area.
Oh, I know. I can imagine.
It took me, I like put like 2 hours into him, and then I had to put it down, and I put it on the portal and went downstairs, and I finally beat him. I was like, and my wife is like trying to talk to me. I'm like, I can't right now. No.
I hate that.
Yeah.
My poor family, they get yelled at so much because I'll like be doing something and I'll be like, hang on, just give me a second, and then I'll die, and I'll be like, I told you to never talk to me while I'm gaming. Oh, fight. Like,
and I'm mad at.
Yeah. It's one of those, like, leave mommy alone. Like, she's playing her games. Otherwise, some psycho chick comes out of her body.
It's not mom. That's not mom.
Yeah,
that's
not
someone
mom.
different.
It's not mom. Yeah.
Right on. All right. You guys, thank you so freaking much. It's been a lot.
Thank you, sir.
Of fun.
Thanks, GG.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Little bearish, low-key. Here's to you guys.
Yes. 100%.
And it was good to have you back this week, Scotty.
Yes.
Oh, thank you. It's good to be back.
Oh, yeah.
Shout out.
Yeah. You had a gig today.
Hope you're doing better too, Ken.
Mm-hmm. And Ken, she said she was feeling better. But what did she have today? I can't remember. I can't remember what she had going on, but she's doing a lot of stuff with the anime double play. I'm in her Discord, and really cool, really good stuff. I learned how to use Discord.
What's this? What is this?
Anime double play. Yes.
What?
I feel like
Fill
Jack
me
Nicholson.
in, man.
Yeah. Freaking.
All right.
He'll send it in the group chat.
So they've got a SoundCloud. You can find them on SoundCloud, and if you go to her X, she has it advertised on there. But her and her brother, they do have special guests too that come on and talk about manga primarily because they're manga readers.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
And they talk about the anime and everything like that. I get so many good insights. The best thing is like when they find an anime that they really, really like and you're following along with them. And then when Kim was on last time, I was like, your brother spoiled this for me. But cheeky.
Oh yeah, we got to be careful with spoilers. Yeah. Okay.
It was not Jujutsu Kaisen. It was Dandadan.
Bleach.
Dandadan.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh yeah.
And I was like, oh, your brother spoiled.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I'm gonna keep watching it for sure. But it's anime double play. Awesome. It's amazing.
Check it out.
Just like Gigi's channel. It's amazing.
Make sure you get a referral fee.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Right on. I won't ask. I'll see if she'll just give it to me. But no, I'm just kidding. But Scotty, looking forward to the new videos you're going to be putting out here soon. And Gigi.
Yes.
You have a Twitch. Start posting there. Start posting on your Twitch. And you don't, it's like, even if you're not comfortable with putting your face on it, Nas doesn't use his face. He doesn't put his face on there. And he does a really good job. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So. Yeah,
he does really good. I do enjoy his streams.
Yeah.
I have to bounce back and forth between him and Ken, though, because they both stream at the same time on Monday.
Right on. But, I think we'll close it out here. Freaking, it's 11 o'clock over here. Scotty, you go get some din and GG.
Yeah, got some Nando's. Do you guys have Nando's?
What's that? What is that?
You don't have Nando's? It's like chicken, chips. You don't have, like
yeah, we have like chicken strips and fries.
So Nando's,
yeah, which is what chips are.
Here.
Yeah, so like chicken, you get whole chickens, you get half a chicken, quarter chicken, wings, chips.
Oh shoot, what?
Coleslaw.
We've never done that. I just do like the chicken strips.
You know what?
So it's the equivalent of like Popeyes?
No, Popeyes is better. I think Nando's is overrated. the missus just went out to get some Nando's, so I said I'll bring me some food back. But I'm gonna say, Gigi, next time you speak to Bunny, say, have you ever had a cheeky Nando's?
Nando's. So Nando's.
Cheeky Nando's.
Yeah, cheeky Nando's.
Here,
You gotta say it as, have you ever had a cheeky Nando's? You want a cheeky Nando's?
Oh, it looks like, dude. I'm sorry, but this kind of looks delicious. Yeah. They don't go for the fried. They go for the grilled. It looks like.
Yeah, the grilled chicken.
Yeah. Freaking. I was just talking to some guy about this. We were talking about how over here they just got a Popeyes. Even though where I grew up, they've had a Popeyes forever. And we were talking about Bojangles and why.
Bojangles is the.
Yeah.
It's good.
Oh yeah. And why Hardee's is called freaking Carl's Jr. over here. It's weird. It's like, what the fudge is that? But then there's a restaurant called Cookout where I'm from, where it's they cook on the grill. Cook your burger on the grill. You can get hush puppies. You can get all chips or not chips. I'm thinking
fries.
Yes,
Fries. Come on, Fox.
Oh my
God.
you see, I haven't had good sweet tea or hush puppies in like 12 years. Would you say, Gigi?
Right. I was gonna say, I said you haven't fully converted Fox until he says tea and biscuits.
Oh yeah, tea and biscuits, cup of tea.
You got me close because I said chips instead of fries.
You've been proud of me, Scotty. The other day I got up and I was like, I'm gonna go get a cuppa.
Yeah.
My
All
son was like,
right.
excuse me? I was like,
Yes.
It's funny, like that happens to me as well. Like sometimes even at work, when I say the things like we say status, but you guys say status. So sometimes I say status, and I'm like, wait. And they say to me, "What, are you American now?" I'm like, well, my friends in the States, you see, like I speak to them in Russian.
That's freaking great.
it
Oh, that's
does. It
fantastic.
does.
It's like you're American now,
I
Scotty.
keep wanting to call
It's
everybody
like,
mate
calm
now
down.
too.
That's freaking great. I love that. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and close this out. My gosh, so much fun.
Have a
All right, guys.
great weekend.
Have a good one.
Yeah.
See you next week.
Yeah.
Right on. I'd like to thank first and foremost the panel. They were freaking fantastic today. Laughed a lot. Went into some deeper convos. Wasn't expecting a lot of twists and turns today. It was great. Next, if you want to get a hold of their channel, their Twitches, their X's, that will be in the description. I'm sure you'll find something that you like over there. A lot of stuff coming out from these two recently. You got Gigi, she's hard at work on the Resident Evil 2 playthroughs, and you've got Scotty. He's got some interview stuff coming out and some, I guess, tangent stuff, off the cuff. It's really good stuff, I'll tell you what. But if you want to see more of us, our stuff will be down there in the description also. But lastly, but definitely not least, the ones that showed up in the comments and as viewers, we really appreciate it. There would be no reason to get up this early on a Saturday without you. So thank you. Like, share, and subscribe, all that jazz. We really appreciate it. You can catch us next week, same time. But until then, keep it casual. Peace.